Next on July 30th through August 2nd. Get your tickets today and check out the full season schedule at roadamerica.com. It's been quite the start to the MLB second half for the Milwaukee Brewers. The Brew Crew spoiled Freddie Peralta's return to Milwaukee last night with an 8-3 win over the New York Mets, marking 4 in a row coming out of the All-Star break. And with the win, the Brewers have now overtaken the Los Angeles Dodgers for the best record in baseball. At 63-37 through 100 games, the Brewers have also their best record in franchise history through the first 100 games of a season, surpassing last year's 60-40 mark. While the Brewers as a team are in a good spot, their ace, Jacob Misiorowski, is worth monitoring. The Miz started on the mound last night, but only made it through 4 innings on 65 pitches. Misiorowski acknowledged a difficulty getting his body right last night after a long layoff between starts. For more information on Jacob Misiorowski's workload, head on over to ESPN.com. And the Brewers are back in action tonight against the New York Mets with first pitch scheduled for 6:40. Molly and Jim starts now.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com. Jim Rutledge.
For me, Jordan Love can start shutting people up by just winning the damn division one time.
Molly Brown.
You should be going further than getting a 7 seed and not winning a playoff game. That is a fact. You should be getting further with this team that you have.
Welcome to Wisconsin's afternoon hangout.
You think the Packers would win 5?
Yes, that's what I said.
Neutral
I said
field?
it 3 times.
Okay,
5 and 5.
fine. Why?
This is Molly and Jim, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
It's good to hear you're still a positive person after working with Jim for as long as you have.
Alongside Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
Welcome into Molly and Jim, presented by Coors Light, where the mountains are always blue and our audience is way chiller than other audiences.
It's good to be home.
It is good to be home, and I am wearing my backwards hat just because it made people so mad yesterday. Today's a Chiefs one.
Wait. People got mad at your backwards hat?
I got a lot of comments on my looks, which...
The only thing that bothered me about your hat yesterday was like the tag was showing.
Yeah, I caught that later and I tore that
Riley,
out.
I don't know if you noticed that, but I was just like, I am dying,
So,
and I didn't comment
I tore
on
it out today, or during the show yesterday.
Okay.
At one point, because I was like, "What is on my head?"
Yeah, it was the tag.
Yeah,
not
thanks.
a great look.
Thanks for the
I should have told you
teammate.
yesterday, but I didn't.
So no tag today. Shout out to my buddy Kale who gave me this hat from the Chiefs. And tomorrow, or excuse me, today is Tuesday. On Thursday on the Jumper on ESPN Madison and ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube streams, we're going to be joined by Chris Orr.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Former Badger, former co-host of one of the iterations of this show, and current, I think, assistant linebackers coach with the Chiefs.
Love Chris Orr.
Yeah.
Love Chris Orr. You have to ask him about his baby that's like the same age. Well, I can't say baby anymore because she's a toddler. Like
they're
the same
still
age as my
babies.
son.
Still your
I
baby.
know. And then he just had another baby. Ugh, I miss Chris.
I still, I would call your toddler the baby. Yeah, I would call Tyson
Yeah,
the
he's a baby,
Yeah.
especially like in the grand scheme of everything. But
Yeah.
like he's a big baby.
Yeah, I honestly I would stop at kindergarten, actually first grade.
I was gonna say kindergarten, they're still a baby.
Yeah, and they're gonna I still probably when they start getting mad that you call them your baby, that's when they're not your baby anymore.
Well, my son does go, Mom, I'm a big boy. I'm like, fine, sure.
that is true. Riley Yauk, big boy behind the glass. Get into the show.
Riley's kind of a baby too.
I'm a man. 3776. That's the Carver's Talking text line. List is more. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream and stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Riley, how do you feel about being called Big Baby?
I would strongly disagree.
He's a man. He smokes cigarettes.
I'm 40.
Yeah, he smoked some ciggies in his day. Forgot about that.
Yeah. Remember that.
Yes.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Oh.
Whoa. All right.
Dang. Riley was one of the trolls on social media yesterday coming after us.
I logged into 10 of my burner accounts.
Perfect.
Just spamming.
Molly, how many
Perfect.
did you log into?
Oh, about 15.
Okay.
And all the ones that said how, your widow's peak is and how
all the
old
physical,
man everything, that was all me.
Yeah, good. All the
me.
physical appearance ones were you. That's good,
Yes.
actually. They were on brand, so you do know what you're doing.
Jim, your outfit sucks.
Right.
I don't even remember you were wearing yesterday.
What was I? I don't even know what I was wearing yesterday. Probably some different form of a polo.
Your red shirt.
Yes, my
Your red
ESPN
polo.
Madison one.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, I like that one, too.
I have that same one.
Yeah, well, you should have worn it.
No, I look like a man, and I don't look good in red when I wear that one. It's a man's polo.
It is a
like we
man's
were not
polo.
buying women's gear at that time. It was all just like men's.
It is definitely a man's polo.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to have the shoulders for it because I would feel like the shoulders would look weird on you. That's like one where back in the day they would have put shoulder pads in it.
Oh yeah, true.
So I think I just saw fashion in the 80s. They didn't know how to make women's cut clothing, so they just put shoulder pads in it so they could wear men's cut clothing.
Are shoulder pads still a thing? Like I feel like my mom's clothing, like you know,
My
how,
mom's
I'm
clothing
the
had
same,
shoulder
yes,
pads.
exactly. And I'm the same way where I keep things that I'm like, oh, you're probably not gonna fit in this. Like this is 3 kids ago, girlfriend. But like I can't get rid of it because I'm like, well, maybe one day I will get there.
Do you
right?
think your mom kept it? Like
My
maybe
mom still has clothes from like the 80s.
That's what
yes.
I'm saying. Like maybe someday I'll have to tackle a free safety. Right?
Exactly. Maybe the Packers will need a linebacker one day. You know what? Micah Parsons is out for the entire first half of the season. Maybe they will need another linebacker.
Yeah, your mom can strap on the blouse and get after it. So, Riley, I feel like, are your parents old enough? Is your mom old enough to have shoulder pads?
Potentially. Born in 1974.
Oh my God. Wait, what year were you born in? What year were you born in? Are you a 70s? Are you 79 or 80?
80.
Okay. Wow. That's only 6 years older than you.
Yeah.
You can be Riley's dad.
You shut up, Riley. Anyways, our shoulder pad's still a thing. 844-770-3776. It's Carbon Talk text line. List is more. Would you wear shoulder pads if they come back, Molly?
If they're a thing. You know, I actually just got rid of a sweater that kind of had shoulder pads. But I still have one other one that kind of still does. It doesn't really have shoulder pads, but it has like a poof.
Look.
On the shoulders, it just goes poof. That's
like
it.
puffy or...
Yeah, it's like a little poof.
Little poof.
Yeah. So it kind of looks like shoulder pads, but there's not actually shoulder pads in it. Also, for what it's worth, Riley's parents do not have shoulder pads in their clothing. They're way too...
Yes. You're basically asking, do I have clothing with shoulder pads?
Does your wife?
No, I don't think so.
No, I think she's too young. I think you're both too
Yes,
young.
the only way would be, but again, I don't think she cared anymore. If her, like, you know, sometimes when you're new in a career, your mom might give you something, and like you might just still have it, but I doubt it. Even though my wife throws away nothing, so there might have been something that's been handed down to her.
Right.
I think she still has like the old high heels she used to wear at the bank.
Okay.
She's worked at the bank a long time.
How high were the heels at the bank?
Oh, I mean, it's a bank. It's not that high. It's just kind of like professional high heels.
Oh.
Yeah, so I don't know what that means. But anyways.
Did she make like a commission at the bank or anything?
No, she was.
Because my heels would be high if I'm making a commission there.
She was just a manager, so. But you had that was a professional look.
Yes.
It was like you had to have the heels and the whole thing.
And now you can just wear sneakers. Sneakers and a blazer.
Right. Or a polo to, professional days. Or, as Molly's gone with, the Nick Saban look, only black.
Day two of my Nick Saban look. So for those who weren't listening during Wildy and Tausch, we filled in yesterday. Yep. I have decided that I'm in my Nick Saban era. So that means, well, I should tell you. Okay, Nick Saban has a thing where he would wear the exact same thing every single day because that's one less thing that he needs to think about. Therefore, you can put in the energy to win. And what did Nick Saban do a lot of? Win. What am I trying to do a lot of? Win. So
run around again.
So I decided yesterday while I was getting ready, and I was getting ready early, I was like, you know what? We're in my Nick Saban era, which means I am wearing almost the exact same thing every single day, or a variation of it for what it's worth.
So Jay-Z era as well, where Jay-Z is, he famous for wearing all black everything. So
I mean, I'm not wearing all black everything. I would if I could. But yeah, it's pretty much like yesterday I wore a black T-shirt with jeans. Today I'm wearing a black kind of T-shirt with jeans.
And so is Riley.
Exactly.
And
you guys are in your Nick Saban era.
Yeah.
We all got black on today.
The Johnny Cash show, the man in
Men in Black.
Yeah, dressed in black, right? Isn't it? Man in Black. I
No,
think that's what he was called. Yeah, Johnny Cash was the Man in Black.
Are we sure about that?
Yes.
Riley, Google that. Make sure fact check him. But yeah, no, it's a look. It's a style. Unnamed in the 608. Remember to text us in your name as well, so we can give you credit. Chimes in on the Carbos Talking text line. He says the reason that 80s clothing had shoulder pads was to balance off the giant mall hairdos. Without the shoulder pads, that made your head look ginormous. Do you think that's true?
I would love to know who messaged in on that. Probably. I feel like clothing.
I'm gonna take their word for it.
That makes sense.
Does make sense.
That hair was a lot.
But to get back to Johnny Cash, yes, Johnny Cash was famously known as the Man in Black.
Okay.
He wore all black on stage as a symbol of solidarity with the poor, the imprisoned, and society's underdogs.
Ugh, now this makes me want to watch Walk the Line.
Great movie. You've
I
seen it,
love
right?
that movie.
Yeah.
Have I seen it? I just said this makes me want to watch Walk the Line. Have you seen it?
Well, I don't know if you've actually seen it.
I've seen it like 15 times.
Okay.
I saw that used to be like
it's
one of my
Reese?
what?
Because Reese is in it?
One, I love Reese Witherspoon. Yes. Two, that was just like my parents love Johnny Cash.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so like we watched that all the time when I was a kid. And then my husband loves Johnny Cash too. So then it's just like we've watched all like the different documentaries and just like different music videos of him performing at like Folsom Prison and like all those different places. So yeah, I'm a big Johnny Cash gal. Love Johnny Cash.
But you didn't know he was the Man in Black.
No, I knew that. I just didn't know if it was called the Man in Black.
He is
I was
referred
like,
to as the Man in Black.
okay, gotcha.
Yes.
No, because I'm thinking of like Men in Black when you say that. The movie.
Right, with Will
Like,
Smith.
yes, that's what I'm thinking
Tommy
of,
Lee
which I
Jones.
haven't seen that movie. Thank you for asking.
What?
No, I haven't seen it.
That's actually shocking that you've seen Johnny Cash's movie, Walk the Line, multiple times and never seen Men in Black.
Multiple times. I don't really like what's his face?
You don't like Will Smith?
Martin Lawrence. Isn't that who's in it with him? Who's in it with him?
Oh, it's Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones. You're thinking of Bad Boys.
No, what am I thinking of? Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Bad Boys features Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, and there's like 4 of them. The first 2 were great.
Here come the Men in Black. Oh yeah, no.
Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith.
What do you got today?
Wait, is Tommy Lee Jones the one that? Wait, is he the one that was with what's your face?
No,
Brad Pitt's ex-wife.
no. Tommy Lee Jones is old. He's one of those actors that always looked old. Who are you thinking
Oh,
of?
Monk is in this.
Yep, Tony Shalhoub from Green Bay.
Yep. Oh, he's from Green Bay.
Yes.
Who am I thinking of?
I don't know.
No, it's the other guy.
844-770-3776. Carpet text line list is more. Molly, put away your computer. We already talked, but we can't Google this much. Who is Molly thinking of? Riley, do you know who Molly's thinking of?
I have no idea.
And she made out with him on the red carpet, and it was like he was like
Billy Bob Thornton.
Yes.
Would never have gotten there. I know the name Billy Bob Thornton.
Tommy Lee Jones or whatever you just said. What's his name? No, Tommy.
Billy Bob Thornton made out with Angelina Jolie a lot. They both had a vial of each other's blood around their neck, too.
Yeah, and they were like brother and sister or something, weren't they?
No. They are not brother and sister.
Sounds psychotic.
Well, that's why it was like weird, but it was
All
like
right. To add more to it, John Voight, the famous actor.
Smalley's pop culture.
Did you ever see
corner.
Anaconda?
No, but I did just see the new one.
Okay, so in that they reference John Voight, and John Voight plays like the Anaconda like tour guide in that. He's also in a million other things. I just thought that would be the one you know him from. So John Voight is the father of Angelina Jolie.
Okay.
He has a son as well, and I don't know if it's her stepbrother or actual brother.
Oh, that's
and
crazy.
They were like,
Wait, that's crazy. That's who John Voight. Okay.
And they were like,
wow.
They were like close. There was some weird. I get what you're saying. There was some weird like what's going on stuff between her and her brother because they're like affectionate together. But her and Billy Bob Thornton married not, and very very was it public displays of affection? I forget what it's called.
PDA.
I want to say PDS. So PDA, they were very PDA and like very much like a steamy couple. And they wore vials of each other's blood around their neck.
Gross. It's sick.
I mean, you don't have your husband's blood hanging around your neck?
I don't.
Riley, are you going to, with your significant others, that's the next
No.
step?
That is the next
No.
step. Before you move into with each other, you have to get each other's vial of blood, and you have to wear it around your neck.
Nope. Not happening.
844-770-3776. Carbo Stock text line list is more. Do you know who Billy Bob Thornton is?
Yeah, I know the name.
You don't know him from anything?
He's from the T-Mobile commercials.
Friday Night Lights, the movie?
Yeah. Was he in any other football-related movies?
Wait, he was he's in Landman. Do you
No.
like that show? No,
I haven't
okay. I haven't watched it either. Everybody
Bad
else does.
Santa?
Nope. Haven't seen it.
He's
Sling
literally
Blade?
he's from the T-Mobile commercials, is he not?
Yes, but
Okay, so if
Yeah,
you've
I've
watched
seen
the
him.
T,
Yeah, I've seen him in that.
exactly. You got to come to your audience, Jim.
No,
Like,
the audience, please come to me. 844-770-3776. Carbo Stock text line list is more. What is your favorite Billy Bob Thornton performance. Monster Ball with Halle Berry.
Oh, he's in Armageddon.
He's in Armageddon.
Oh, okay, you do have to watch Armageddon. It's a good movie.
No, my girlfriend gets on me for this. She's a big movie watcher. I'm not. In my spare time, I'm usually watching sports, or occasionally I'll get into a TV show. I'm not a huge movie guy.
Is she available? Can you text her and ask her if she knows who he is and what her favorite movie is?
Yes.
And you can do that during the break here?
Yep.
Because
she probably will know
I
both.
would hope so. I think he's won an award. You'd like Monster Ball, Molly. 844-770-3776. Carl was talking text line. List is more. What is your favorite Billy Bob Thornton movie? I want to talk about The Miz, but we'll do that on the other side because what do you like to say, Molly?
What are we doing? What's going on?
What's going on with The Miz? I want to know, but also, what are you doing to your face? It looks great.
Oh, thank you. It is Carbon World Health. That is the secret to my success with my face, and I'm so excited because I'm actually going there on Friday to get my next hydrofacial done. You guys know I like to go every 4 weeks or so just to keep up and keep that dewy, glowy skin. So if you want to get started on your health and wellness journey, you've heard Jim talk about all the different amenities that they have at Carbon World Health. It is the absolute premier destination for health and wellness. So head over to Carbon World Health, both on the west side and in Sun Prairie.
You're hanging out with Molly and Jim.
My lip gloss is popping. My lip gloss is cool. All the boys keep jocking. They chase me after school. Come on. Come on.
On 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
This is Aaron Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited with my brother and business partner, Eric Brown. Siding Unlimited is Madison's choice for siding, windows, roofing, and doors.
Siding Unlimited delivers on expectations because our experience, integrity, and craftsmanship come through on every project.
For new siding, windows, roofing, and doors, call 608-220-0005 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Bryce Clark is co-owner of Capital Lock, a growing business here in Madison. They implemented a workflow automation solution from James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
We use DocuWare. It's a document imaging software, helps capture basically all the documents that we have.
Such as?
We primarily use it for accounts payable and accounts receivable, pretty much anything relating to our sales or payments side of accounting.
And Bryce, the impact of the DocuWare software solution from James Imaging Systems?
What kind? It's nice that we can scan in a document and now anybody can just look up that document and we can find that piece of information.
You're the best. The overall business benefit for Capital Lock?
It's made us wildly more efficient, especially me.
AI-driven workflow automation,
I'm in.
and digital transformation from James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner. Call 608-221-3457 or visit jamesimaging.com.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
If you've been thinking about a new Kia, now's the time to head to Metro Kia of Madison. For a limited time, qualified buyers can take advantage of employee pricing on eligible new 2026 Kia models, plus the 2027 Seltos, Telluride, and Telluride Hybrid. Just look for the vehicles marked with the employee pricing overlay and enjoy some of the best values of the year. This offer can't be combined with other manufacturer finance or lease programs. This offer ends August 3rd, so don't wait. Hurry into Metro Kia of Madison or shop online at metrokiaofmadison.com.
This summer, turn up the tradition. Join us July 24th through 26th at the Henry Meyer Festival Park for German Fest Milwaukee. Experience authentic German food, live music, cultural exhibits, family fun, the Pink Energy Run, Dachshund Derby, and backed by popular demand, Vox Club. Then kick off the weekend at our opening ceremony on Friday, July 24th at 5 p.m. in the Oktoberfest tent. We have a special surprise planned that you won't want to miss. Plus, be part of our history at the first ever Germanfest Polka Mass. For more info, visit GermanFest.com.
You're listening to Molly and Jim, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
So I'm not necessarily worried about the Miz. I did, as we pointed out yesterday, Molly, I do like to be right. And I did think the Brewers needed to get in front of resting the Miz, because one of the things that I'm worried about for the Brewers is not so much the young guys handling the pressure of baseball, of postseason baseball, but how are their arms going to respond when I think every important pitcher for the Brewers, at least as far as starters, will probably have a career high in innings, and how will that fare when they get to the playoffs? And I asked that question because last year it looked like, obviously the Dodgers are better, but the Brewers maybe could have put up a bigger fight if they had a little bit more gas in the tank. I think there was two parts to that. I don't think they were beating the Dodgers regardless, but maybe they don't just get smoked.
Right.
Well,
also Shohei Ohtani.
Right. I'm saying they still would have lost, but I mean, if a little more in the tank, and then this year's team, a lot of talent, a lot of young arms. So Miz, and we're going to talk to Lane Grindle about this next segment here, but Miz pitched 4 innings. He was great, hit the numbers and everything. How we all assume that that's just him working his way back, right?
I would assume so, because he's been off for nearly 2 weeks with the All-Star break, and then they sat him a couple games before that. I would imagine it's probably difficult to just get right back into the rhythm, even if you're obviously a seasoned pitcher. I feel like it'd be hard just to get your body back in that motion, getting, the arm fatigue out of you, just everything. Yep. So I guess I don't put a ton of stock into something's wrong, but I guess I don't know. I
agree with you, especially with the lead that the Brewers have in the NL Central. I don't think there's a reason to try to push anything with the Miz, because allow him to save his arm. I do think that matters. I do think they should do that with more than just him, which I think will apply a little bit to the trade deadline as well. But for the Miz, I don't want to say necessarily a pitch count, but I don't see a reason, at least in the months of July and August, and maybe a little bit into September, for him to go more than 6 innings.
Maybe a dumb question, but he's obviously had more pitches this year than he did last year, and more innings pitched. Yeah. Whatever. Thank you for correcting me, because I'm not a baseball
You're probably
guru.
Right on the other, but I don't know the other. I
would imagine so. Math,
yes,
right?
Right. Yeah.
But is he gonna double the amount of innings that he pitched last year? Or because you still have all of August, you still have some weeks of July. Okay, some weeks of July, all of August, all of September.
Because you said he's pitching on Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He won't quite, depending on how far the Brewers go in the playoffs, he more than likely won't double it, but he'll get close. He's only about 25 1/3 innings away from matching last year's total this season. At least that's what I saw in the ESPN article written, I believe it was yesterday. So, I don't think he'll quite get there, but he's going to get close.
Crazy.
Right, and there's nothing wrong. The Brewers are handling him great, and there's nothing wrong with trying to protect your asset going forward. They're not going to Strasburger him where they pull him out early or barely play him in the playoffs, but that's what you're trying to avoid, is that you want to save his arm. But correct me if I'm wrong here, Riley, but Harrison and Sprout and even Sprout and Gasser are even none of those guys are they have not a lot of innings logged.
No, Sproat certainly doesn't. Harrison certainly doesn't.
I would prefer Sprout.
Nah, I like Sproat.
Riley likes his real name.
And Gasser, I mean, he's been in the organization longer, but, I mean, he fluctuates in and out of the bullpen as well. So, no, certainly not to what Miz is at this year or what you typically see from a frontline starter.
Because this is what I want to get to with Lane on the other side is, and I know Freddie Peralta was the name du jour yesterday.
Yep.
I don't know if people still want him. You probably get him cheap. He's not that good.
Well, I'm wondering if there's like a conspiracy behind it. Like, actually. Do you think, like, what if he's, like, trying to be bad and then hoping to get picked up by the Brewers?
He wasn't good the last time, so I'm not going to think that's a thing. Like, he wasn't good all year, with the Mets. Like,
yeah.
He's been bad. He was extra bad against the Brewers, but AmFam Field is where he normally pitches well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, usually. Last year, I believe he was much better at home.
If you can get him for, like, a flyer prospect, sure, why not? Try to get something out of him. That's kind of what they got McCullers for. And McCullers, like, I know he had a nice couple innings. He also, but he did give up 3 runs, but those were probably not, like, he might have been out of the game. But I thought he.
Yeah, I don't believe he gave up 3 runs yesterday. I thought he went 2 scoreless.
Maybe I'm wrong on that.
I can look that up.
Yeah, but like I know he had a nice little pop there, but like we're not going to write him as all the way back. But if they get anything out of him. Honestly, that 1 inning, that was enough. Like, they didn't give up a lot for him. So that's the type of trade that makes a ton of sense because you're not giving anything up. So if you could do something like that for Peralta, great. But I still think the Brewers need, like, a real arm that they can rely on that has postseason experience. And here, so top 10 trade candidates are on ESPN here at the
Tark Skubal
Everlight Solar Studio. Tark Skubal, number 1. Joe Ryan and Mason Miller are relief pitchers there. But Skubal's the only real starting pitcher on that list. And I think a starting pitcher is very important. But if you want to try to split up the prospect cost and go mid-level starter pitching and mid-level bullpen.
What about Joe Ryan? I feel like I've heard his name tossed around. I feel like I just saw him on the list.
Yeah, he was on the list, yep.
I'd be good with Joe Ryan, and I believe he'd certainly be cheaper than Tarek Skubal. Because Skubal is going to command... Skubal
Little Antanasio, Riley out.
Skubal would be better, but Joe Ryan... I think that's more of the type of player you should be looking at if you're the Brewers.
For longevity or what? Because I know your thing that we talked about yesterday on the show was like signing him to a 1-year deal and like he's just a rental.
Yes, because the Tigers are going to force whichever team trades for Skubal to sell the farm, which they should do if you're the Tigers. And I don't want the Brewers to sell the farm for half a season of Tarek Skubal.
But the half a season could get you a World Series.
It could.
Would you sell the farm for a World Series?
Yes, I'd sell the farm. If the outcome's guaranteed, of course I'm selling the farm. And McCullers yesterday went 3 innings, gave up 2 runs.
Okay, so I just inverted the numbers there. So, Skubal is the guy who changes the entire complexion. How mad are you going to be when the Dodgers go get him?
Frustrated.
Because that's part of the equation here.
I would be so mad. I relate everything back to being a Packers fan because that is what I know and understand the best. If the Packers did something like that too, where it's like, oh, our biggest competitor, whoever it is, if the Chicago Bears or whatever went and got X person, like Micah Parsons, I would lose my freaking mind if they would have done that.
There was a little bit of that. Now the Bears only won the division once, but the year they got Khalil Mack right before the season started, and the Packers were in on that, and they beat them out for it. So, yeah, I think it's a possibility the Dodgers get Skubal.
Certainly not out of the realm of possibility, which is terrible. But the thing is, the Dodgers have so much pitching depth already.
Right.
Yeah, but why not take somebody more if you can afford it?
Can we all just acknowledge this, though? Like, and I know it's all just like arbitrary lines of where you're born. It's got to be pretty awesome to be a Dodgers fan.
Yes.
Because like your team just is like, I don't care. We'll go get him. Like, who do we need? Fine, let's go get him. Go win the world. Like. And I say this I'm a Cubs fan. I would rather be a Dodgers fan. Like if I could just be like, I'm just going to be a Dodgers fan now. That sounds great.
I'm in the great spot because I could do that.
You could, yeah. You should do that.
I realistically could be like, guys, I'm just going to go buy an LA hat.
Yeah.
And I'm in.
It's a good colorway.
I actually do have an LA
90% of the
hat at home
population.
because it is one of our kids' like initials. So we got him like the hat.
I got Oklahoma City Dodgers hat already. I wear it a lot. I like it. It's one of my
Yeah,
favorite
how
hats.
many?
Yeah,
How
we
many
all know
Dodgers
that you can flip
fans,
teams easy. You're a Chiefs fan, as you can see on your hat.
How many Dodgers fans are actual Dodgers fans and didn't start becoming a Dodgers fan in
can say that-
2017?
Oh, I will say this. In LA, baseball is a very big deal. So, like, California Dodger fans.
Do you know this
I
from
don't
your
give a-
one
if-
Santa Monica trip or what?
No.
Okay, I'm like,
Well, I had family. I used to go out there all the time. I had family out there.
Oh.
But baseball, it's a culture out there that baseball is very important. A Latin
I'd
culture.
give it to LA area, LA metropolitan area. Fine, totally fair. You're a legit Dodgers fan.
What about state of California? You giving them California?
State of California, you could be an Angels fan.
Or
You
an
could be
A's fan.
A's
Back in the
The
day.
Angels have been bad for so
Yeah.
long.
I respect you more if you live in California
If
and
you
are
were
an
born
Angels
in
fan.
California and you're like coming up and like the Angels are there or the Dodgers, you'd be like, look, they're in the same state. I'm taking the Dodgers.
what if you're a big Mike Trout fan?
Yeah.
Poor
What-
guy.
Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani on the same team. Didn't make the playoffs.
Mike Trout just
Insane.
exists like in theory to me.
Yeah.
Like I don't know
I
if I've
get
ever
it.
actually seen him play baseball. I don't know if I've seen any clips of him. I don't even know his stats. I just know he's supposed to be amazing, and he plays for the Angels, which might as well be playing on the moon.
Is he just that guy that's like collecting the checks and just like living the life in California? You're wealthy. You're you're an athlete.
like,
you're getting paid a
We all should
boatload.
be Mike Trout. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Like for him, I feel like there's never been any rumors of like, oh, he's gonna go to this team or this team. That's never really been a thing, has it?
Not really. And until Shohei came around, he was the consensus best player in baseball probably
Right.
ever. And then Shohei came, and it's like, okay, now Shohei is the best player
Right.
ever. So
Was
it's talent's
Pujols on the
insane.
same team with them?
Yeah, I think so.
No, it was an older Pujols, but still.
Hey,
And they didn't win anything.
while the Brewers, you can be frustrated. I understand if you're frustrated with how the Brewers operate. At least we're not the Angels.
Or the Mets.
Yes.
Yeah, and at least the Packers aren't like the Panthers and the Chicago Bears of late. And like, how does that make you feel better about yourself? Oh, thank God we're not a crummy team that doesn't know how to win.
Because we didn't have the two best players in the history of the sport and didn't even make the playoffs. That is ineptitude.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit. I get where you're coming from. It's like you're spending this much money and you're still bad. Then it's like, it's not so much like running the organization. It's like you are hemorrhaging money and you're still terrible. Like,
That's fair.
That has to.
And that's where you
hurt
look at the
extra.
Mets. If your solution is just throw money at the situation, the Mets have, I believe, the highest payroll in baseball, and they're one of the worst teams in baseball this year.
And that's how you're making yourself feel better about the Brewers not spending money.
Well, the Brewers
At
can
least we're not the
still
Mets.
position.
That's honestly
they
the
can
worst
still,
argument. Like, so that's where Riley fails.
At least we're not
because,
the Mets.
Yes, you can dunk on the Mets. It's embarrassing to spend this money.
Well,
and be
I still
bad.
think the way the Brewers are operating now, a World Series is still possible.
I'll
It's
tell you this.
still possible.
It took everything in you to say the word possible just now. You froze right before you had to say possible.
Well, I was trying to think of a better word.
I have to like.
Probable, even.
I don't know like the contracts and everything, but I still would probably, in theory, bet on the Mets winning a World Series before the Brewers, because money still talks in baseball. Now I don't know what'll happen with this collective bargaining. We might not have baseball for 17 years, but like in theory, I'm still gonna bet on the team with money. Unfortunately, that's the way baseball's set up right now. You don't have to have Mets money. You can even have Brewers fan money to go to Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton. They have some great pieces of custom jewelry. Like nothing says I care about you and I love you like a custom piece of jewelry from Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton.
Molly and Jim rolls on after this.
I'm not a huge cigarette guy, but as they say, drunk cigs don't count. So.
On 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side. When you see Diamond Jim, you can count on him to be on your side. Selection beyond compare with on-site repair, so you can wear your jewelry with pride. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Prizes, flyaways, even
Cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
Hey, it's Molly Brown. And let's be honest, between work, kids, and everything else life throws at me, I'm always looking for a little extra energy. That's why I love Zoa Energy. It's made with natural ingredients, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, so I get that boost I need without the crash or jitters. Plus, there are tons of great flavors. It's vegan, gluten-free, and even low in sugar, so it fits right into my busy, health-conscious routine. So grab a Zoa Energy, fuel your body, focus your mind, and take on your day like a champ.
What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. You know that honey-do list that's been sitting on your counter since what, 2020? Yeah, we can handle that. From leaky faucets to light fixtures, our handyman team at Bruner Realty fixes it all. Fast, friendly, and done right the first time. We take care of it so you don't have to. Visit fixedbybruner.com. That's fixedbybruner.com. Because your to-do list deserves a happy ending.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Ben Bruss talking about our great friends at Road America. Turn your day into an experience at Road America. Just a short drive from Milwaukee and Green Bay, this legendary track offers more than just racing. Walk the grounds, explore every corner, and watch action from wherever you want. Kids 16 and under get in free with a paying adult at the gate. And on-site camping lets you stay all weekend. Up next is the Moto Sports Car Endurance Grand Prix featuring IMSA, July 30th through August 2nd. Great food, great views, and non-stop action. Road America, where racing meets the outdoors. Check out roadamerica.com.
Remember when your favorite Pizza Hut classics came with prices like these? Good news, they're back. Introducing the Throwback Value Menu, featuring the new medium one-topping stuffed crust pizza for just $10, and other favorites starting at only $3. Plus, try the new Triple Cheese Mac or satisfy your sweet tooth with new s'more sticks. Check out the full Throwback Value Menu at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. That's pizzahut.com. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Dealing with storm damage? That's never fun. That's why homeowners are turning to Everlight Solar for roofing and exterior repairs done right. They handle the entire process, from insurance claims to fixing your roof with one trusted team. Less stress, faster solutions, and a home that stays protected from the elements. If your roof took a hit, Everlight's got you covered. Visit everlightroofing.com to get started today. That's everlightroofing.com. Everlight, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
What life events have you experienced over the past couple of years? Well, maybe one is coming up. The sale of a company, death, divorce, a health crisis, or helping to pay for college or a wedding. Well, Annex Wealth Management has assisted clients with life events, but planning for them can make all the difference. Knowing what you own, why you own it, and how much you're paying for it is a big part of smart financial planning. Annex has an entire in-house team that works together so you can make informed decisions when life events come up. Click Get Started at annexwealth.com.
The Brewers have the best record in baseball.
Everything they've done this year is to say, can this team beat LA? That is the goal.
Continue listening to the First Place Crew all season, right here on 100.5 ESPN, Madison's home of the Brewers.
The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss! He struck him out! A masterpiece from the Miz!
The voice of the Brewers.
And a fly ball to center, hit well. Friedel back at the track, at the wall. Joey goes deep.
And man of many accents.
And he's like, no, Ma, he's got too much torque on his swing. And I was just like, what is going on? I don't know if you guys have caught on yet or not. I don't do accents.
It's Lane Grindle on Mully and Jim.
You know what's always delicious? Tossing it over to Lane Grindle for some play-by-play in the third. Go get him, Tasty.
Lane Grindle, Tasty, joins us now on the Yuengling Guest Hotline. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America, now officially in Wisconsin. DG Yuengling and Son. Pottsville, PA, enjoy responsibly. And Lane, I think a lot of listeners of Wilde and Tausch yesterday assumed that I was consuming a lot of Yuengling at 9 a.m. Have you had a chance to see a video of myself go pretty wild on the internet?
Yeah, I'm very aware of it, Jim.
That embarrasses me too. You, the pain, both of them. I'm like, oh God, they saw this. Now I feel stupid.
Yeah, I didn't do anything on social media with it. I'm nice. I don't know if you've noticed. I try to be nice and kind, and I hear everybody's opinions. and I understand that everybody has opinions. That was a bad one.
Yeah, it was.
That's just all the way.
That's all I can,
No,
that's
it
all I
was,
can
'cause
say.
Here's the thing. It was more, I was trying to have a conversation, and it was about ending a game, and it really comes down to how big of a baseball fan are you? So it was like seeing a walk-off or seeing a game-winning like pick six or something like that in overtime, or seeing a buzzer beater. Which one is the most exciting? All of them are exciting. Like, I was at the game, Contreras hitting the home run, the fireworks going off. We stayed to the end on Sunday so my daughters could run the bases. So, and, Brewer fans are, like, super cordial, too, so it was a really fun experience. It was a great time, but I think it really boils down to, like, baseball's not my number one sport. So out of the three, I think I settled on football 1, baseball 2, basketball 3. That was the conversation on the show. Sometimes you get clipped on social media and it makes you look really dumb. It was already a bad take, but it made it worse.
It's out there for everybody forever. I love a walk-off home run. Now, I might give you a conversation about, is it the most exciting way to end a baseball game? Because you hit a ball in the gap and the guy scores from first and there's a play at the plate. That's sometimes just as exciting, right? Like, there's some really cool ways that a baseball game can end, including a new one we've added this year with an ABS challenge.
Yeah.
That's not as exciting, even though it's kind of cool and everybody thinks it's neat and it's kind of a novelty, but it's not as exciting. But so there's a lot of different ways a baseball game can end in dramatic fashion. But walk-off home runs, they're so rare. They don't happen very often. And most guys, even the great ones that play for 15 years and make 7 All-Star games over the course of their career, they might have 4 or 5 walk-off home runs in their career. It's just such a rarity that when they happen, I think they're so cool.
Do you start to, like, feel it? Because when I was watching the game and the Marlins closer came out, and I was like, oh, he's not pitching at all to the level. This was for Sunday's game, to the first couple pitchers for the Marlins. And then the Brewers got on base, and they've been kind of getting closer and closer later in the game. I was like, I just feel like the Brewers are going to, obviously you never know for sure, pull this out. And then Contreras had a good at-bat prior. I can't remember if he got a hit or not, but he thought he hit it well. So I was like, I wasn't, like, when he hit, I wasn't predicted, but when he hit it, I'm like, oh, that's gone. And, like, it wasn't necessarily even surprising because it just felt like the momentum was moving that way. Do you sense that sometimes as a broadcaster?
Definitely. I think if you listen to my call sometimes late in games, you can tell when I feel like it's coming, and sometimes I'm wrong. But you can sense when the team, and I think it's with this group in particular over the last couple of years, like when they smell blood, you see it in the way they play. And it just felt like in that game for me on Sunday that if they could keep it at 1-0, they were going to get their shot. And they did have their shot in the 6th, and Vaughn lined into the double play, but it was a good swing. It was just, bad luck baseball that happens sometimes. Right. And so you're like, okay, if they can keep it at 1-0, they're going to get another shot in this game. And if you just looked at the season that Pete Fairbanks has had and kind of where he's been at over the last 10 days or so going into the All-Star break, you would have said to yourself, they can get this guy in the 9th. And that's exactly what happened.
Lane, I just need to go all the way back to your intro. Why did Jeff Levering call you Tasty?
I'm asking myself the same question. I don't even remember him doing that. And so when I get done, I'm going to ask him. I'm kind of honored. Like, wow, what a compliment. I don't know, what would go into that comment, but, I'm blushing, I guess.
I had to ask.
That was interesting.
We can't start with.
By the way,
Jeff
you guys
Levering
missed. You guys, right? I've been listening to you guys for like the last 20 minutes. You guys missed a great Billy Bob Thornton character that, like, I'll be mad at myself if I don't bring it up.
Yeah.
Johnny Tyler in Tombstone.
Oh, yep. That's a deep cut. That's a good one. Yeah.
Oh, you know that one,
I
right?
know Tombstone. I know Tombstone. That was.
Yeah.
So I texted my girlfriend. She said, Tombstone, you should have known that one. And I was like, dang, you're right. I should have known Tombstone.
That's like
it's like one of my favorite lines.
I love Tombstone.
One of my favorite lines from any movie ever is when Wyatt Earp, Kurt Russell goes in and basically steals his card game. And then he's back in the street, and Val Kilmer is Doc Holliday, and he comes out with a shotgun. He's going to get his revenge, and basically, it all falls apart, and he's just standing there while they're having a conversation. And Doc Holliday, and I'm going to do an accent, so sorry. Doc Holliday turns to him in the middle of it and says, "Why, Johnny, I'm sorry. You may go now." And then he just has to walk off with his tail between his legs. One of the best moments in that movie.
Are you a cowboy? Like, Molly, I feel like I love cowboy movies, Lane. Molly, are you a cowboy movie
Love
fan?
them.
I feel like it came with age, though. Like, I feel like at one point I was like, I
Yeah.
like cowboy movies. Now, even Mandalorian, which is a Star Wars one, I'm like, this is just a cowboy movie in space. So, like, I like that, or the TV show, I mean. So, like, I was like, if it's cowboy movie or themed, I'm in on it.
No, the last cowboy movie that I watched was Toy Story 5 with Woody. Like, literally, that is the last cowboy. I don't watch cowboy movies. No.
Love cowboy movies.
I think it's just like, I don't know if you just like age into it, if it's like a guy thing, if like, it's just, all right, I guess I just like cowboy movies now. But I do. It's just one of those things. Yeah. Lane, I was at the game with my family on Sunday. Obviously, I mentioned it earlier. There was two things that surprised my children specifically, but even my wife, who's not a big baseball fan. One, she saw someone keeping score, which she was like, do they work for the team? What is happening? And my girls thought he was like drawing pictures or whatever. And so that was interesting. And then I was like, you don't see that much at the ballpark anymore. You're at the ballpark more than, obviously, almost anyone. And then the other one was, and it's got to be flattering every once in a while, saw one guy with some headphones on. And I had to explain what he was doing.
Yeah.
That he was not listening to Taylor Swift. He was actually listening to the broadcast and taking it in. So those are two things that stood out to them of, like, what are people doing? And I was like, that used to be so much more common, both of those, at a ball game. Which one do you see more of? And are you ever, like, looking around and seeing someone with their headphones in and being like, they're listening to me?
I have a great story about that, and it was like probably 18 or 19 years ago, but I was calling a baseball game, and it was a smaller venue, and there was a guy that showed up at the game, and he's in a full Sasquatch outfit, costume. And I mentioned it on the air, and my partner started talking about it, and at one point we were having a disagreement over what the costume was. I said it was a Sasquatch. He said it was a grizzly bear or something like that. And in the middle of this conversation, the Sasquatch starts reacting to what we're saying and looking up. And when I said Sasquatch, he shakes his head, yes, like I got it right. So then we realized he had headphones on inside the costume, and he was listening to us. And there was like 3 minutes of laughter where we didn't even call any pitches because we couldn't get ourselves, put back together because we were laughing that this guy in this costume was actually listening to us as we were talking about him. So, yeah, you see people with headphones on at baseball games, I think specifically a lot. I still see it at football games quite a bit, too. You don't see it at basketball, obviously. No. But you see it at football sometimes, too. I think especially college football, you will see folks in the stands with headphones in. We still see it with baseball. I love when I see people scoring. I love when I see kids scoring baseball games at the stadium. I think that's awesome. I have 4 kids. My oldest daughter, who just turned 18 a couple days ago, she taught herself kind of how to score. I helped her a little bit. And she used to come and score games every time she came to a game. She'd come up and get a score sheet from the press box, and she'd go out in the stands and she'd score games. She eventually got into makeup and Taylor Swift and all the other things, and she doesn't score baseball games anymore. But I bet you if you gave her a score sheet and sat her down in front of a game, she could just, it's like riding a bike. She could probably do it again. She's the only one of my 4 kids that scores baseball games. It's kind of disappointing to me that the other ones never did. I've never told them they're a disappointment, but maybe one day I'll get around to it.
Well, we're going to slap it up on the internet, so there you go.
Perfect.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Lane, the Miz pitched yesterday, 4 innings for the first time in a couple weeks now with the All-Star break and everything there. What is going to be the Brewers' philosophy now moving forward with him the rest of the season? He's pitching on Sunday.
Yeah, I don't know that there's a template for it or any like hard and fast rule that they're going to abide by when it comes to Miz and how they try to manage him the rest of the way. But, when you have a 7-game lead and you have maybe a little bit of ability to be conservative with him at times, they'll probably take opportunities when they present themselves. They didn't push him much last night. It's almost like you're doing another mini buildup after that layoff for 2 weeks, essentially 2 weeks between starts. And this is not just a key arm for this season, but for the future of Brewers baseball. Like, this guy's so central to everything the Brewers want to do. You want to keep him healthy and fresh and get the best version of Miz. He is at 115 innings now in the big leagues, and of course, it's the only place he's pitched this year. He was at 129 1/3 last year between AAA and the big leagues. So he's going to pass that number and pass it by a decent amount before it's all over. That's okay. He can blow through that number, but you want to probably be somewhat cautious about it and just try to make sure that when you get to October, you get the best version of Miz possible. And so I'm sure there's more science to it than how I'm describing it, and the people in the front office and the coaching staff understand that all a little bit better than I do. But I would guess we've seen this before with other young arms, that the Brewers are going to just try to err on the side of caution when it's necessary.
And I think that's smart because I do think that the biggest thing the Brewers are going to have working against them, well, I think Atlanta will run into it as well, but the Dodgers, because of their payroll and their aggressiveness, they're always just so deep. That was the other thing that stood out last year, that the Brewers, they seemed a little bit tired. I don't know if they would have beaten the Dodgers anyway. So I think the more, I love the idea of Skubal and a top-line guy, but the more pitching, even if it's kind of mid-level guys acquired in the bullpen or starting pitching as possible for the Brewers, especially with so many young arms, the better, because then they can rest some of these guys even more so they have a little bit more in the tank to match the intensity in the playoffs, but also have the physical ability to do it, because there's only so much you can do when you haven't gone that far. Not so much with Miz, but some of the other young guys.
Yeah, I mean, Miz obviously was really good in the NLCS and really good throughout the postseason for the Brewers last year. I think part of postseason, when you're talking about being tired, I mean, physically, I think everybody's tired at that point. I mean, all of these guys have played 162 games plus spring training. I mean, everybody's tired and physically fatigued a little bit, even though you get some more off days that are built in there during the offseason. I think it's more mental fatigue that you worry about when you get to that point. Every pitch matters. You're on the edge of your seat. You're on the top rail of the dugout. You're living and dying with every pitch. And that was an emotional series last year in the NLDS. And it went the Brewers' way, and it's this wonderful moment and euphoric. And I'm sorry, Jim, that I'm rubbing it all in, but it was a great moment for the Brewers. And
it was, yeah.
It's hard to it's hard to turn that page. Now I think they did turn that page, and they focused up, and they were ready to go against the Dodgers, but they ran into a great team that didn't have quite as emotional of a series before them. I do think that plays into it to some degree. It's hard to measure, but I do think the mental part of it is what I would worry about more than anything.
Lane, with the trade deadline coming up here soon on August 3rd, I guess my mind just kind of thinks, wow, I wonder how difficult it is for players to come into a new organization. I think of Cooper Pratt being 21 years old, and then, you got McCullers, who's in his 30s, and he's more experienced in the league. How difficult is it just to walk into a new organization and begin to feel comfortable immediately, especially when you're being relied on from a team standpoint?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's different levels to that, and you outlined a little bit of it. For Lance McCullers, this is a guy that's pitched on the biggest stage in the biggest moments with the Astros, and he's used to being in the postseason. He's used to playing winning baseball. He's taken the ball in Game 7 of a World Series. There's nothing that moment-wise is going to be too big for him. He's somebody that's trying to find himself again and maybe to some degree reinvent himself a little bit, and this is a great place for that. The Brewers have done a great job of maximizing what guys can do on the mound. So I'm sure he's looking at it as this is a great opportunity for me to get some new eyes on me, to give me some different kind of feedback where I can find myself again on the mound. I think it's probably pretty easy for him to walk in here. Maybe that's a little reckless to say that because it is new and it's his first organization not called the Houston Astros in his entire career. But I think this would be a situation that would be very appealing to somebody like Lance McCullers. If you're going to get moved, and he waived his no trade in order to make this happen, if you're going to get moved, this would be a place you'd like to do it with. But for young players like Cooper Pratt, Luis Lara, I think it starts with how the Brewers develop these guys coming up through the organization. The Brewers play the game of baseball a certain way. They have a certain set of expectations. And so when they get here, even though they haven't been in the big leagues, they understand how the Brewers play baseball, and they are equipped to play the game that way. And I think that helps a ton when they get here with all of the other guys in that clubhouse.
So I had a question of kind of on a play-by-play side of it, but I'd love to kind of see what the clubhouse vibe on it was as well. So I think it was last weekend or 2 weekends ago, I was on the beach, so I was I want to listen to the World Cup. So I found it on Sirius and was listening. It blew my mind how they called it, Lane. I don't know if you've listened to soccer on the radio. Yeah. It's not play-by-play. They only tell you when things are getting close to scoring. Otherwise, they're just chit-chatting and kind of just, going, just letting the action happen. You hear the crowd noise, and then when it gets extra loud, all of a sudden they start telling you what's going on. So it took me a good 15, 20 minutes to get comfortable with, like, oh, so they're not going to tell me that the pass is being moved across the pitch or any of these sort of things. So that was fascinating. So I wanted to know if, like, you've had that experience calling soccer, and then also, like, what was the vibe in the clubhouse? Because I think soccer was really fun and uniting for just regular fans, but also I would imagine in the clubhouse there's probably some fun camaraderie and some good banter around the World Cup.
I've never called soccer. I couldn't even begin to try and call soccer. I would probably say to somebody else in my family, you give it a shot because you'll be better than Dad. I couldn't do it. I don't know enough about it, number one, but I think it would be really intimidating to try to do it. I've thought about that with hockey too.
Yeah.
Josh Maurer, who I work with, he'll do some hockey in the off season, and I have a lot of respect for that because I'm wearing glasses now. I don't even know if I'd see the puck from the press box. If I was trying to call hockey, I'd have to call it off the TV monitor or something in my booth. So I've never done it. I've listened to it. I love how excited they get on goals.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have a voice left if I did soccer. That'd be another issue. I mean, I clipped my voice a little bit on the Contreras call Sunday, and I had to limp through yesterday's game just a little bit. I'm back to normal today, which is good. But yeah, it was a thing in the clubhouse. I mean, it was always on. Guys were into it. They were even like, hotel watch parties on the road to watch some of the matches as well. So I'm not a huge soccer guy, so I am like really naive and kind of ignorant about it. So I love to listen to people tell me about. I mean, I know that it's a pitch, and I know it's actually football, and I know that there's strikers and defenders, I think, and that the coach is a manager, which I respect. That's cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know a lot beyond Ted Lasso. I just don't. And
that's
so
what I love. Like that's what I loved about watching myself. I didn't know a lot. I was like, I knew enough to kind of follow along, but not enough to like have an opinion other than like this is pretty amazing, which I enjoyed.
It's kind of a freeing feeling, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't think so you're just like, all right, I'm just going to consume this for what it is.
Yeah.
And I didn't have outside of the United States, I didn't have any rooting interests or anything like that. So you just kind of take the storylines and roll with it.
All right, so Lane, I now feel extra bad as we let you go here that you clipped your voice on a call that I was like, meh. So I apologize for the walk-off Contreras.
No, you don't like walk-offs. You don't like walk-offs. I do, so that's fine.
It was a great walk-off, and the fireworks my kids absolutely loved, and including running around the bases. So I always say this, AmFam is such a great family-friendly experience that honestly for fans like me where like I wasn't rooting against my girls kept asking like who are we rooting for? I'm like, I mean, I guess the Marlins winning helps if the Cubs win, but like it doesn't really matter. Like just enjoy the game, and that's the fun part about AmFam Field is the fans are great, the atmosphere is great, and then all the stuff they do for the kids is awesome. So, another great. I'll have to listen back on the call to see if I can hear your voice clip there because it's been a long time.
Well,
since
it hung in there. It hung in there for the call. It was like 5 minutes later. Thankfully, the game was over. 5 minutes later, I was like, uh-oh. It had a little delayed response.
Okay, I got you. Well, I guess Riley's on top of it. You have the call here for us right now. All right.
The 1-2 pitch is a fly ball. Deep center field. Marcy's back. Track. Wall. By. Baseball. Wild Bill. A 3-run shot. And the Brewers walk off the Marlins. And they break out the brooms in Milwaukee.
Okay, your take sucks, Jim, because that was a great call. Like I felt like I was there, even though I know that was like 3 days ago. You got the steamboat. You got the steamboat playing in the background too. Like that was incredible.
Honestly, I think my flaw was I didn't have headphones on because I'm just standing in the second the ball is hit, everyone stands up. I'm like, so Lane, you had to know. So two things. One, you had to know that was gone almost immediately because you heard the pop and everyone stands up around me and I'm like, well, that's a home run. Like it was so quick.
Yeah, that was helpful. When you know it's gone right away, that's very helpful. So, that one was a no-doubter off the bat, so I knew. And, I think that's a little bit more exciting than making the front end of a 1-1 at the end of a game. So, that was cool.
That's fair. And then listening back, is there a point where you're like, oh, that's where I did it, even if you didn't hear it? I couldn't hear anything different, but when you listen to it, you're like, oh, that's where I stressed my voice a little too much.
No, I've done it before in the past, and it's more just the all the secondary stuff that I stayed at that level for.
Yeah.
So it's just the duration of that. Like it usually I need to just bring myself back down a little bit quicker.
So is that
So
tea,
it
or
was,
how do you
good.
recover then? Like, again, you can't hear it when you're listening to the broadcast, but obviously you know
Yeah.
your voice. Like, how do you bring it back?
Yeah. Typically it bounces back fast. Within 12 hours, it's usually back when that happens. But last night I was still lingering a little bit. You couldn't hear it as much when you listen to the broadcast, but I could feel it more.
Yeah.
It's just, it didn't feel as stable as it normally does. So I had to push it a little bit harder. So a little tea, little honey, a lot of water. And even one little trick is sometimes just chew a little bit of gum just to have, moisture. And so you don't dry out on your vocal cords while you're calling the game. So that's usually not something I do, but in that scenario, you might go to that.
Yeah.
How many times have you called William Contreras Wilson Contreras? Because Jim got them confused multiple times yesterday.
I didn't get him confused. I just said the wrong name.
Never.
Of course not.
Yeah, never.
Of course not.
He's good at his job, Jim.
Yes. We didn't need to establish that Lane was better at his job than me, but we can do that again, Molly. Thank
Perfect.
you. Yes. All right, Lane. We kind of covered all the gambit there. We appreciate you talking Billy Bob Thornton to broadcasting tips, so we appreciate it.
Absolutely. Appreciate it, guys.
All right, that's Lane Grindle. You can hear him tonight as the Brewers take on the hapless Mets. First pitch here, 6:40. Pregame starts at 6:05.
Molly and Jim rolls on after this.
What is the bottom of a porta potty? I genuinely don't know how a porta potty works.
On 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
This Badger Minute is brought to you by The Jump Around. Don't miss new episodes of this exclusive digital show talking all things Wisconsin sports. New episodes debut Thursdays at 12:30, streaming on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. The Badgers kick off their season at Lambeau Field against Notre Dame on September 6th, and Wisconsin's new O-line coach Eric Mateos is excited to be on the right side of a jump around in Green Bay.
I was on the other side of the last game at Lambeau, and when we came up here in pregame, they played Call 'em Baton Rouge, and I'm like, oh yeah, we got them. And then when that jump around came on before the fourth quarter in that game, I said, oh, we're screwed. We're done. I felt them. I felt my own vibe plummet. So I'm excited to be on the right side of it.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't play games. Just straightforward pricing, premium quality, and trusted Pella certified installation. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Simple, affordable business technology solutions from James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner. Listen to Bryce Clark, co-owner of Capital Lock, a local Madison business.
James Imaging Systems, they helped find the solution that worked for us, both the software and hardware solution paired together that makes things incredibly more efficient.
More efficiency. Does that mean you and your staff are saving time?
I would say between 20 to 40 hours a week.
That must make a real operational difference at Capital Lock.
Obviously, the more time we have to dedicate to other jobs or other things, it makes life so much easier.
Bryce, what's your advice to other local businesses?
First of all, you got to find the right partner.
Like James Imaging Systems?
Oh, absolutely. Very proactive, solutions-based, and obviously really friendly and great people to work with.
AI-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, and digital transformation from James Imaging Systems. Call 608-221-3457 or visit jamesimaging.com. That's jamesimaging.com.
Bringing summer gatherings to the next level is just another thing we do at Celebrations Entertainment. Hi, it's Jeffrey. With rental items like sound equipment, photo booths, and even yard games, you can make your event the party that everyone talks about. Any event like graduation parties, block parties, or even a backyard barbecue can be elevated with fun, interactive items to make everyone ask, hey, how'd you pull this off? Just tell them celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on August 4th.
Churios
Sends it deep to left, and there she goes.
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they play the Pittsburgh Pirates.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness. Third down.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Local Union 2150 IBEW. Tune in August 4th at 6:40 on WISC TV in Madison, or check your local listings to watch the game.
There's a spirit you can only find in Door County, and Door County Distillery bottles it. Hey, it's Riley Yauk. Locally made in Carlsville, Door County Distillery crafts small batch spirits with Wisconsin ingredients and the flavors that make Door County unforgettable. From brandy, gin, whiskey, and my favorite, cherry vodka, my dad makes a mean cherry mule, to cocktails, tastings, tours, and more. It's a true Door County experience. Visit Door County Distillery in Carlsville or find your local retailer and more at doorcountydistillery.com.
Welcome back to Molly and Jim, your afternoon home for Wisconsin sports talk on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Go be a winner. The Brewers swept the Marlins. They've a winner. You could be a winner by going to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. That's where winners go. Millions of dollars are won every single weekend at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. And don't forget, Friday, July 31st is the chance to win up to $25,000 with Piggy Bank Boost at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
So we were talking about Billy Bob Thornton earlier. We also heard Lane Grindle say that his favorite Billy Bob Thornton movie is Tombstone, which I have not seen, and I'm shocked that Riley has seen. But we were talking about Johnny Cash, too. So Wendy on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream, remember, you can always watch us over there. He says, Johnny Cash fighting aliens, get on it, Hollywood, because I mistook Men in Black for Man in Black. And then the Billy...
That.
Yeah, there you go.
Billy Bob... he's dead. Crazy. Zombie Cash versus aliens.
Perfect. And then the next one here, Dave in Oregon says Sling Blade for Billy Bob Thornton movies.
Got the French fried taters.
That is also echoed by, I don't know. See, it's weird because I don't understand the references.
And that one's like a weird movie. So he's like, he plays like a guy who, I don't know his exact ailment, but he is someone that like talks with like a kind of a grunty Southern accent. He'd be like, got the French fried taters I like.
Okay.
Your shoes look real comfortable. Like, that's how he talk. And like,
gotcha.
But I think he wrote and then directed and starred in it. Like, that was like his big break. Either he won or was nominated, the movie and everything, for an Oscar.
Okay. That is echoed by Tyler in Sun Prairie. He says also there are only two answers for the best Billy Bob Thornton movies, Sling Blade and Bad Santa.
Bad Santa's great. I can't believe
Is Bad Santa really that good?
It's a fun time.
But is it a good movie? Or is it just like a hee ha ha?
The first one, the first one's good.
I'm still in my mycosis.
Yeah, you're still in your Michael Jackson.
I just saw this video that's like, I'm in mycosis since I saw the Michael Jackson movie. And it's psychosis, but it's for Michael Jackson. And that's literally me.
Yes.
Can you do the
Shamona? Ow!
Those are really good.
I know! Guys, my children watch Michael Jackson music videos every day.
What's their favorite?
My son is obsessed with Smooth Criminal.
Yeah, real smooth. You are not a smooth criminal.
Smooth Criminal.
Google define irony to me. Not being able to say smooth criminal.
Yes. But it is funny, though, because, like, our 1.5-year-olds, like, they're just starting to, like, kind of talk, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, so we pull it up on YouTube right after they watch Molly and Jim here on ESPN Madison YouTube. But we pull it up on YouTube, and, like, it'll be, like, the whole thing of videos because it's his entire channel or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, like, my daughter, she started going, bad, because she knows the song Bad. Like, I swear to God, you guys, we watch probably an hour of Michael Jackson videos every time I get home because they all just want to dance.
Now, I want to ask this question for our friend Matt Hamilton. Have you introduced them to any of the Weird Al Yankovic version of Michael Jackson songs?
I don't really enjoy Weird Al Yankovic, so no. Also, Eat It? Am I going to really play Eat It for my kid?
That's fair.
Like,
yeah, and you don't want to play Fat. That one's worse.
I mean, maybe White and Nerdy. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah. But I mean, like, that's not Michael Jackson. I was trying to think of Michael Jackson.
No, not Michael Jackson, no.
Like, he has two.
No.
I may have been introduced to the Weird Al versions before I really knew the Michael Jackson versions.
It is not, honestly.
Doesn't surprise me either.
The cigarette smoke got me. This does not at all. Does not get me one bit.
Jason in DeForest chimes in on the ESPN Madison Carbless Talk and Text line 844-770-3776. He says, Sling Blade, I like your garage. and Bad Santa is great. Also, the show Landman is good too.
Like your garage.
Is that? Oh, I see. I thought about saying it in that voice, but I was like, what if I'm totally off base?
That's just how he talks, though.
I like your garage.
I like your shirt, Molly.
Thanks.
I don't know what you're like a minion.
I can't do a Billy Bob
gone
Thornton.
bad.
I can do Michael Jackson.
You just
That's
did a
it.
minion gone bad.
I haven't seen the Minions.
Either have I. I just imagine that's what's. Do your voice again.
I like your garage. Wait, I'm trying to think. What did I get that from? Because I
like your
definitely
garage.
stole that voice from
Now
somewhere.
I'm like Batman. Nice hat.
Yeah, you do sound like Batman. Stop. How about you take us out on Elmo? Just kidding. Please don't.
What's that? I could go.
Take us out on Elmo
Or I could
instead.
take you out on Elmo or Batman. I actually have done a Batman J&K Security Solutions read before. But J&K Security Solutions, they'll protect your business better than Batman would. They can protect your home or your business. And with commercial fire protection, they can protect your work as well. So talk to my good friends at J&K Security Solutions.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Hi, this is former Badger Pro Football Hall of Famer Joe Thomas. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison. Good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good evening, Madison and streamers everywhere. My name is Riley Yauk, and this is your Sports Center update, brought to you by The Jump Around, a Badgers dedicated show. Tune in every Thursday at 12:30 on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel as Jim Rutledge and myself talk all things Wisconsin Badgers. The Jump Around every Thursday at 12:30 on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. Badgers legend Chris Orr joining the show this Thursday. You won't want to miss it, folks. Your Milwaukee Brewers are the best team in baseball. They spanked former Brewer Freddie Peralta and the Mets yesterday by a score of 8-3. The Phillies beat the Dodgers and the Tigers beat the Cubs, giving Milwaukee a half-game lead over LA for the best record in the league and a 7-game advantage in the NL Central. The Brewers will look to make it 5 straight victories tonight as they continue their series against the Mets. Brandon Sproat toes the rubber for Milwaukee, squaring off against Zach Thornton, not Billy Bob, for New York. First pitch is slated for 6:40 with pregame coverage beginning at 6:05, immediately following Molly and Jim right here on Madison's home of the crew, 100.5 ESPN.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com. Jim Rutledge.
For me, Jordan Love can start shutting people up by just winning the damn division one time.
Molly Brown.
You should be going further than getting a 7 seed and not winning a playoff game. That is a fact. You should be getting further with this team that you have.
Welcome to Wisconsin's afternoon hangout.
You think the Packers would win 5?
Yes, that's what I said.
Neutral
I said it
field?
3 times.
Okay,
5 and 5.
Why?
This is Molly and Jim, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
It's good to hear you're still a positive person after working with Jim for as long as you have.
Alongside Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
I'm going to plant this in your brain, and we're going to let it marinate for a few minutes here, and we'll come back, talk a little bit more on the other side. This is Molly and Jim. Len Grindle joined the show. You can listen back on the ESPN Wisconsin app and see it on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Obviously, you can stream us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Molly and I are both dressed in black. So is Riley, but you can't see him
We're Johnny
right now.
Cash.
Johnny Cash is the Johnny Cash show.
Men in Black.
And Man in Black.
Yeah, but we're not men, but like.
Men in Tights is a great movie on a side note, too. Mel Brooks, Robin
Cats?
Hood. Men
I
in
need
Tights.
to see that one.
You
I've
haven't
heard-
seen that?
No,
Men in
I've heard
Tights?
it's hilarious.
Or Men in Tights. Tights is like one of the songs they sing. So
Also, Molly, Chad and Fitchburg called in, and he said that the voice, you got it from this hotkey. It's the same voice. He wants you to listen to this and then do it again in your voice.
I just shit my drawers. That is not from that.
Well, you should still do it because
I
that's
just shit my drawers.
Again, that's like a gremlin.
I hope I said ship. I honestly don't know if I did. I'm just kidding.
Let's just assume you did.
I'm just kidding. No, I don't know. Oh, I know what it's from. Duh. Because I only have like 5 movies that I watch, Legally Blonde. I want a hot dog real bad. Legally Blonde. All the things.
Bend and Snap.
Yeah, Bend and Snap. It is from Scary Movie 3. It's from You're Gonna Die in 7 Days, Cindy. Don't you guys know Scary Movie 3? You're gonna die in 7 days.
I don't like those French fried taters.
I believe that's pretty much
When you have,
exactly
like,
how
a
it
villain.
sounds in the movie.
Yeah.
I will catch you.
I'm gonna find it on YouTube. Don't worry. I'll find it on YouTube.
You just did it. We're fine.
Also, I'm gonna take a guess at this voice. It ain't got no gas in it.
Is that from the guy?
I'm assuming so.
So I gotta do the taters like French fried taters. Ain't got no gas in it. That's all. So it's gonna be I gotta get into it. French fried taters. Ain't got no gas in it.
It's literally me with Jennifer Coolidge.
Yeah.
Want a hot dog real bad. It ain't got no gas in it.
Bad.
I really do want tater tots. Give me some tots, man.
Tots.
What is it?
We know someone to give us some tots and dogs.
What?
We know someone to give us some tots and dogs.
Who?
Big Papa.
Oh, yeah. Raw tots.
There you go. All right.
Pop
What is going on?
I was trying to make a joke with Big Papa and raw tots, and it just didn't work.
So actually, a little Big Papa thing here. Then I'll plant the seed that can marinate over the break. We had a conversation about the license plate, and then I was like, oh, when I get older, I'll switch it to something about being a grandpa then. And I went back
People
to...
lick...
No.
People lick G-Box.
Right. No. It was going to be... I want to be... my favorite grandparent was Granddad, but I lean into Granddaddy because it makes my...
Granddaddy of them all.
Yeah, so I'll be like, you call me Granddaddy! So every time I refer to it, I always need to be referred to as Granddaddy!
Gross.
And so my oldest, obviously, having no part of that. She's like, you'll be grandpa and you like it. And my youngest is she wants to call me Big Papa, which is funny, but she's because my dad is Papa. So she's like, I'm calling you Big Papa.
I love it when you call me Big Papa.
Right. Throw your hands in the air.
If he's a true player.
Right. So that is one option. But then I was like, well, we could do a personalized plate. But I don't know how to get Granddaddy on there without it looking like Grinddaddy. So, and I don't think as much as
Wait, how many letters do you get? 7?
I think.
What's yours? P-P-L-I-K-M-E. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So I think it's, what do you say?
Do G-R, because you got to do the grand. So
I know how you do it. G-R-A-N-D-D-Y.
Yeah, that looks like Grinddaddy.
No, it doesn't. Where do you get an I? Grand.
I'm sorry, give it again.
Granddaddy.
All right. So.
G-R-A-N-D-D-Y.
Oh, you have an A in there. Okay, I didn't know you had the A in there. Okay.
Well, yeah. Granddaddy.
Maybe I'll just make that my personalized license plate. Just get in front of it.
You should do it right now. I think your kids would actually like that better than Pee-Pee Like Me. Or Pee-Pee Lick Me.
You think my daughter wants to get in a car that says Daddy on it?
Potentially. Honestly, if I was her, I would probably rather get in a car that says Daddy versus People Lick Me. Or
it doesn't stand for that.
Pee-Pee Lick Me.
It's People Like Me.
Yeah, but nobody knows what that means. I think if people actually look at Granddaddy, or they might look at it and say Granddad, which honestly is better than Pee-Pee Lick Me. So I'll check the Wisconsin plate thing and see if that is still available.
Well, I just did it, so I think I have to wait a year.
Who cares? I don't think anybody's going to say Granddaddy in the next year.
Well, now people listen, they're going to steal it from me.
There you go.
You know what? You know what else is grand? That's Metro Kia of Madison.
Oh, yes, it is. Did you say oi?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I love my Kias from Metro Kia of Madison. It is my go-to spot to get a new vehicle. Like you guys know that I've talked about this multiple times now, but I've got 2 vehicles from there. I got our Kia Carnival last year that fits 8, so it fits our entire zoo of a family, and our family absolutely loves that car. So many cup holders, so much space, all the things. Fits all of my babies, everything. And then also I have the Kia K4. Absolutely love it. It gets a great gas mileage. I think I get 40 miles per gallon now. And honestly, my experience at Metro Kia Madison has been nothing short of fantastic every time that I've gone there for service, sales, and everything in between. So if you're looking to get a new or new to you vehicle, head over to Metro Kia of Madison.
So our question that I promised that I would plant in your brain and let it marinate is, what Packers player do you think has the most to prove this season? 844-770-3776. That's a Carbos Talk text line. This is more our Signing Unlimited poll question. What Packers player do you think has the most to prove this year?
You're hanging out with Molly and Jim
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I love what the Bears are doing.
on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Matt Hamilton here for Liney's. You may have noticed I've been away for a little while, taking some maternity leave and spending some time with the newest addition to the family. And while life with a newborn has definitely meant a few sleepless nights, it's also made me appreciate those moments when you can finally kick back and relax. That's where Leinekugel's Seasonal Lodge Variety Pack comes in. Whether it's catching the game, hanging out with friends, or just enjoying a little peace and quiet, there's a flavor in the pack for every occasion. So while I'm enjoying maternity leave, make sure you're enjoying the season with Leinekugel's Seasonal Lodge Variety Pack. Please enjoy Liney's responsibly.
Shopping for new windows and doors shouldn't feel like a negotiation. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't believe in games. They never inflate pricing, and there's no high-pressure sales pitch. Just premium windows and doors built for long-term comfort, beauty, and peace of mind. Buy direct through Pella, and one trusted team handles everything with Pella certified installers every step of the way. Real pricing, premium quality, no games. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
The Sherwin-Williams Summer Sale is here. Get 30% off select paints and stains or 35% off our newest product, Emerald Symmetry, July 17th through the 27th. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Zimbrick Honda has been a proud part of the Madison community since 1973. They're your one-stop shop for over 250 new Hondas to choose from. Whether you're looking for a sedan, SUV, or truck, their selection of new vehicles is second to none. Stop in today at their location on Fish Hatchery Road and check out their full lineup of vehicles and find the one that's right for you, or browse their vehicle selection online at ZimbrickHonda.com. That's ZimbrickHonda.com. Shop local, shop Zimbrick Honda.
Here's the thing. Buying jewelry should feel good. Not rushed, not pressured, and definitely not final if it's not right. That's why at Condon Jewelers you can exchange your purchase so you actually end up with what you really want. And when it comes to value, Condon Jewelers offers some of the best prices in the area without sacrificing quality, service, or trust. So whether you're celebrating a big moment or just treating yourself, you can shop confidently knowing they've got your back. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Hi, this is Lee, inviting you to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. We got a great happy hour every day of the week from 4 o'clock to 7, and our patio during the summer is open too. If you're getting married, special occasion, a birthday, anniversary, or even a business meeting, we've got all the accommodations right here at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. You work hard and sometimes you're not sure what you want to do, where you want to spend your money. I want to encourage you to come into Ruth's Chris Steakhouse and say hello. It'd be a pleasure to meet you.
Hey parents, looking for the perfect night out with the whole fam? Cheer on Madison's professional soccer team, Forward Madison FC, with the Forward Madison Family Special, presented by Madison Gas and Electric. Score a ticket to the match, a meal, and an FMFC scarf for just $22 per pack. Catch Madison's only professional soccer team in action at Breeze Stevens Field. Visit ForwardMadisonFC.com to buy yours today. That's ForwardMadisonFC.com.
Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment, and here's another great fundraising event in Madison.
Here's your chance to golf for something bigger than the scorecard. Join us for the 3rd annual Cure for Casey golf outing on Monday, July 27th at Nakoma Golf Club. Every dollar raised supports families facing spinal muscular atrophy while funding critical research through Cure SMA and the American Family Children's Hospital. Golf or join us for the evening fundraiser. Register now at cureforcasey.org.
I will see you there.
You're listening to Molly and Jim, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
All right, I hope all of our listeners did their homework. I asked the question, signing them with a poll question. What Packer player do you think has the most to prove this season? Chime in 844-770-3776. That's the Carbon Stock text line. Less is more. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream and stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. This is Molly and Jim. And I asked the question because The Athletic put an article out there, and Riley ruined it in show prep because I wanted you to kind of guess who The Athletic was going to say, Molly.
I didn't hear who he said.
Oh, okay, great.
I heard breakout player or whatever.
Because he said the name. We're not doing breakout player. We are doing most player.
Most improved? I'm just kidding. Most to prove.
To prove.
I didn't hear it. I don't remember what it was.
You can follow Molly and I separately. We don't have our joint Instagram account.
Not yet.
Look, if it'll get me some influencer dollars on Instagram or free stuff, sign me up.
Do you know what my entire feed is like, oh, here's how I made $150,000 this month. Oh, great. Okay, amazing. How? Words I've never heard of in my life. Create a digital marketing plan on Canva. What?
KPM.
I thought I was going to be like, just post something and like you'll make money.
No, I wish, right? Yeah, no, it's,
maybe on other sites.
Yeah.
Not where we have a page.
You got nice feet.
No.
No, you don't. You used to have nice feet.
Right now.
But what? People might like feet that are a little bit off.
Oh, I had to spray
Beauty
it with
comes in all different shapes and sizes.
Riley,
and
you
colors.
did not hear about my toe. I had to spray my toe with like some disinfectant, like whatever. Literally the stuff that you spray after you have a child. I sprayed it on my foot yesterday for like pain and whatever burning. Yesterday because my foot is in so much pain.
What do you mean after you have a child?
You spray like a pain spray. Like it's like it's supposed to help like heal things down there, like because your body like changes after you have a child, Jim. I don't know if you knew this. But like I had there's like a spray.
Actually, no, I gained baby weight too, so that's fair.
Yeah, I get it. But you get like a spray at the hospital, and then you like spray yourself. But then I was like, I was telling my husband,
I was on my foot.
Yeah, I was telling my husband, I was like, God, my foot is in so much pain because like basically half my nail like ripped off. I'm like, is my toe infected? Am I gonna need to get it like amputated? What's going on here? Yeah. My husband was like, why don't you just try spraying it with like a pain spray or like loaded up with like rubbing alcohol? And I was like, well, I don't really have rubbing alcohol, so like I was like, pain spray it is. And so it did help last night. It's good, but right now it's throbbing. So if I need to get it cut off, I'll be sure to send you guys photos and also post on.
I would keep that. I would keep that content
that
to
might
yourself.
make me $150,000 a month.
Your disembodied toe.
Yes, exactly. Anyways, continue. Who has the most to prove?
Yes. Who do you
Run
think
around again?
has the most? Now I just think of Joe Burrow and his turf toe.
Oh,
do you have turf toe? Are you gonna miss time with turf toe? Is that what?
Can I take sick time for a turf toe?
I think only if you're gonna plan on being physical in the show, which
rude.
Yes. Do you know what turf toe is?
I really don't. It sounds like a dumb injury, but I do know that it's like actually aggressive because Joe Burrow missed like 9 games last year.
So I'm trying to like loosely pull it from the New Heights podcast because Jason Kelsey and Travis Kelsey talked about it. It's like your bone is trying to like push through your skin. It is something horrendous. It is turf toe could not be a worse name for it because it is.
So it happens when the toe is forcibly bent too far upward. It's hyperextended up, stretching or tearing the ligaments and soft tissues that stabilize the joint.
Okay, and then they said, and then that's what it was. The feeling is like your foot's trying to come out of its skin.
That's disgusting.
Yeah,
that's what Rodgers had, right?
Right. I mean, then like the big toe kind of keeps you completely upright. And so, like, not having the ligaments there, brutal.
Gross. They should really come up with a better name to make it sound more dramatic like it is.
Yeah, right. I don't know what to call it.
So, yes, I have turf toe right now.
844-770-3776. Carbon Stock text line. List is more. Give us a better name for turf toe. But also, what Packer has the most to prove this season, Molly? And what do you... I want your opinion, but also you can guess to what maybe the Athletic picked.
So, I have no idea what so I actually picked like 4 guys right now. I kind of have a running list because I feel like the more I talk about it, the more people I'm going to say have more to prove.
That's honestly, if I'm a Packers fan, that's the biggest thing that concerns me about this season is that there are so many people that have a lot to prove this year for the Packers, more than it seems like normal.
But I almost think in like multiple ways, right? Because I mean, 4 guys from whatever draft class just got signed like this last season. So with like Devonta Wyatt and then Christian Watson, Jaden Reed, like there's multiple guys that have something to prove because of their contract. Mm-hmm. So it's like I kind of I'm going to add another name to my list. So it's like I look at it from that standpoint, but then I also look at it as like a Jordan Love. That's a very easy person to say. You have a lot to prove. Yeah. Like this is a big year. Like even though your spot here is kind of solidified for the time being, there are ways that the Packers could realistically move off of Jordan Love depending on how he does. I don't think that they're going to get to that situation, but that is definitely a realistic name. But some of the other names that came to my mind, Christian Watson. One, I think just having that contract that you just got, like, that puts pressure on you.
Mm-hmm.
While it may take some pressure off in the sense of, like, you know where you're going to be at least for a little bit, and you have, like, that security of having money and being able to financially do things.
Yeah.
There's that security, but I also think that adds a layer of pressure. Then the next one here, Matthew Golden. I think that's like an easy answer, just to say, like, you got to prove why you're a first round pick. Like, you didn't do enough last year. Was that because of you? Was it because you didn't know the playbook? Was it because Matt LaFleur didn't trust you? Was it because Jordan Love didn't trust you? All of the above. You have to work on that. So that's another name that comes to my head. Another one here, Trace Mack.
Okay. Yeah,
I think there's something for him, and it's probably on a lesser scale because he is just a kicker, but also, look how many games it felt like Brandon McManus lost us last year. I mean, we can look at the Chicago Bears game in the playoffs, right? Like, and obviously it wasn't all his fault that he missed 7 points worth or whatever it was. But
I think
like,
there was one blocked in there or something.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like, you can't, if you're going to take Brandon McManus' spot and maybe have some competition in training camp, but maybe not, like, you got to prove yourself too. So I'm there too. But then I think the last one that I have on my list is LVN.
Okay.
I think he has a ton to prove. Obviously, he just got like the fifth year option.
Yep.
But for him, like, you're not guaranteed here at all. You need to step up while Micah Parsons is out. There's going to be so much pressure on him to step up. You don't have Rashawn Gary for people to get mad at instead of you.
Mm-hmm.
So he's definitely like top of my list, I think.
844-770-3776. It's the Carbos Talk text line. List is more. Starting them with a poll question. What Packer player do you think has the most to prove? Rather, who you got on there? Or would you agree with?
I know those
you
a
pick
lot
one
of
of
names that I
Molly's?
just listed. I picked a lot, but like.
I think you should post those for the poll question, those options.
Yep. I was going to go with Lucas Van Ness with the most to prove. Micah Parsons is out for up to 9 weeks. This is your opportunity, too. If you're Lucas Van Ness, you don't have the security blanket of Micah Parsons on the field. Like you said, you don't have the security blanket from the fans of Rashawn Gary.
Yep.
Now is the time. It's this year or never in a Green Bay Packers uniform for Lucas Van Ness.
Yep.
I am not sold on LVN proving it this season. But I know I've talked about it on Saturday Scramble. Wally Lukashinsky is a massive believer. He loves Lucas Van Ness. I don't know why. But it also appears Micah Parsons is a believer in Lucas Van Ness, which it makes me curious.
That part is interesting, but I think that again adds a layer of pressure. Like,
if Micah Parsons is saying you're going to be the dude this year, especially while I'm out, you better
you better step it up.
Step it up.
I think Parsons respects LVN's work ethic, and I think he's trying to speak it into existence, which is a good thing. I mean, if you're respecting the guy's work ethic and LVN's got immense talent, at least you're doing everything you can to maximize it. Doesn't mean you're going to succeed, but I do think that that's what Micah Parsons recognizes, and maybe he didn't see that in Rashawn Gary. So there's also some times of, you're not supposed to tear someone down to build someone up, but you can build someone up to remind someone else that maybe they should get their ass in gear with Rashawn Gary.
Totally.
So I think there was a little bit of that mixed in there as well. I think those are all great picks. But I think the last few years, I would call Rasheed Walker, serviceable as a left tackle?
Yeah.
I can't call anything that Jordan Morgan has done as serviceable. And now he's at one of the most important positions on the football field.
Has he had the chance?
That's why I'm not saying that's why he has the most to prove, though, is that you need to. Honestly, I think you need to be above serviceable, but you have to at least reach the consistency of Walker, who I don't remember. Look, he wasn't like a brick wall, but he wasn't a sieve either. So Morgan, I think, was more inconsistent than Walker, and I think the left tackle position, especially for the entire offensive line, could be up in flux. So I'm going to go with Jordan Morgan with the most to prove because it's such an important position, and we have no idea if he can play left tackle at all. If anything, the evidence says he can't, because if he could, they already would have put him there.
Right. They wouldn't be swapping him in and out and here and there and all the different places.
So Morgan is my pick there, but 844-770-3776, that's the Carbos Talking text line. This is more. What Packer has the most to prove this year? Molly, you have nothing to prove when it comes to your energy. I'll tell you that.
No, I do not, and that is because of Zoa Energy. Check out my water bottle if you're watching on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Got my Zoa water bottle
Sick
here.
water bottle.
Love it. You guys know that I love Zoa. It is vegan, gluten-free, and it actually just gives you energy that kind of makes you just not feel so bad about drinking an energy drink. Like, you feel good. And it just gives you good energy without having the jitters, too. And I absolutely love the lemon lime flavor. I love the tropical flavor. There's so many different flavors to love and enjoy. And you can head over to zoaenergy.com to find where you can pick some up for yourself.
Molly and Jim rolls on after this.
How odd and strange it is that I find onion, alcohol, and cigarette breath combo very sexy.
On 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
The Exteriors Company, built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise. From our family to yours, roofing, window, siding, gutters, and doors. Your solution-based company, community strong, and service that will please. Get a free estimate today. The Exteriors Company, built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You play for the win, not just on game day, every day. Channel that drive into your money. Robinhood puts you in control, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46, and I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Life moves fast. Your car should move with it. At Zimbrick Chevrolet, they've got a vehicle and payment options that fit every stage of your journey. Just graduated? Start smart in a Chevy Trax. Stylish, efficient, and budget-friendly. Growing your family? The Equinox gives you the space and versatility you need. And when life gets even bigger, the Traverse or Tahoe is ready for it all. Kids, carpools, and road trips. Visit them today in Sun Prairie or online at ZimbrickChevrolet.com. Zimbrick Chevrolet, the name you can trust.
The best summer moments aren't always planned, and that's why Carbless is made for whatever's next. Delivering bold flavor in a convenient canned cocktail, Carbless is ready to go wherever summer takes you. With 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and only 100 calories, it fits seamlessly into your lifestyle so that you can enjoy every summer moment with Bliss. And while you're making the most of the season, try the limited-time Americana Backyard Bliss Variety Pack or the Lemon Iced Tea 4-pack before they're gone. Carbless, bold flavor in every sip. Find your Bliss near you at drinkcarbless.com.
Hey, it's John Hayes, owner of Goodman's Jewelers. Come in and discover the high standards, classic traditions, honesty, integrity, and elegance when you walk through our doors. For over 90 years, customers have returned again and again to our warm boutique setting. Trust me, because I've been there for over 40 of them. Whether it's time to come back or your first time in, stop by Goodman's Jewelers at 220 State Street today. Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
How much does it cost to talk to Gruber Law Offices after a serious crash? It's free. Yes, free. As in it won't cost you anything to speak with us. Not sure if you have a case? Call our team at Gruber Law Offices today. Your first call and your first consultation are always free. And you'll never pay us a fee until we win your case. If you've been seriously injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just the priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and Southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
Welcome back to Molly and Jim, your afternoon home for Wisconsin sports talk on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
447-770-3776. That's the Cardinals Talking text line. This is more. Our Siding Limited poll question is, what Packers player has the most to prove? You can chime in on that on the Talking text line, along with, we're going to post that as a Twitter poll there. So, Molly, you gave us a list of a few. What were the ones that you listed out there? Because I think we need to narrow it down now.
Okay, so the ones that I listed were Watson, Golden, Smack, Love, LVN.
So I get the Love thing, but I think for me, I would cross them off the list. I went back and forth with it, but when I think of it, I don't know what's going on right now.
You just have a list.
Yeah, I have a list
fine.
all of a sudden. I went back and forth with it. There we go. Sometimes you got to power right through. Exposure therapy there. So,
okay.
With that, I think Jordan Love, we know who he is. So I don't think he has to prove, to your point the other day, and your point consistently with Love is that he doesn't have to prove anymore. We know who he is. He's in your mind, top 10 QB, mine, top 11. We're right there. We're arguing about the margins there. So we know who Jordan Love is. So I don't think he has anything more to prove, because I think that's setting him and you as a fan up for failure.
So then do you feel that way about Christian Watson?
No, I think Watson, he needs to prove what he looks like for an entire season. Like he plays 14, 15 games.
Would you say the same thing about Jaden Reed?
Jaden Reed needs to prove that year one wasn't a fluke.
Okay. I like that. Who did you ever give who the Athletic said was their most approved?
Morgan.
Oh, okay, it was. So you agree. Or you just took their take.
I agree with their take.
You heard that your take sucks so bad that you're like, I have to steal the Athletic's take.
I got nothing else now,
No, the Jordan Morgan one is going to be super interesting because his might be the most important, right? Because it's like, okay, you think if Christian Watson and Matthew Golden don't necessarily, like, if one of them doesn't pop off, well, you got three other guys to rely on. You still have Tucker Kraft. You still have a good quarterback. Like, you have those things. But for Jordan Morgan, if you suck, you're inhibiting the entire offense.
Well, and also, like, Watson just needs to prove he can stay healthy.
Yeah.
And, like, that's really it, because I think the production is there when he's healthy. And he's not getting paid, like, a premier receiver.
No, he's getting paid in the middle of the pack.
Right. So I think he, at a bare minimum, can put up those numbers.
Yeah.
And I think it's really just about him staying healthy. Reed, again, not getting paid an exorbitant amount for what he is. So, again, I think for him it's a matter of, like, let's just show that you can be healthy, your body can hold up for an NFL season consistently. And so you look at Morgan and LVN are the two. They've done bupkis. They've proven nothing. So, like, they're more at the end of their rope of, like, who are you? Obviously, Van Ness has an extra year in there, but to me they look a little bit more like, what are you? What's going on here?
Who's worse if they flop? Like if LVN, and now I get it, Jordan Morgan has a little bit more time because he was drafted more recently. But, like,
they both were first-round picks.
Both were first-round picks. That's why I'm asking the question of, like, which one is worse? I don't know. I don't know the exact number, if I'm being honest. I can look it up here, but
I'm going to go with Morgan because you already kind of covered your ass on Lucas being bad when you got Micah Parsons. Because we talked about this before. The other part of the cost that we don't talk about with the acquisition of Micah Parsons, and he's still worth it, but realistically, Micah Parsons is on his team because Rashawn Gary didn't work out for his draft position or for his contract, and then you tried to fix it again with LVN. That didn't work, so you spent two other picks trying to get Micah Parsons. Then you traded two picks to get Micah Parsons. So realistically, he's the result of two failures to try to get one in the first round, and so 4 total first-round picks were given up trying to acquire a Micah Parsons-type player, and it's worth it still. I actually think the Packers are super smart. Like, all right, we wasted away 2 picks to go get 2 guys that weren't worth it in Gary and Van Ness. Why not we just give up 2 picks to get a guy who's completely worth it?
Right. For what it's worth, Lucas Van Ness was 13th overall, and Jordan Morgan was 25th overall.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to go with Morgan being a bigger deal if he doesn't prove it because, again, you have Parsons.
Also, it kind of feels like their whole offensive line is kind of blown up a little bit.
I don't like their offensive line. If I'm a Packer fan, that's the thing I'm most afraid of this year.
I genuinely don't think that their offensive line has been top tier since Adam Stenavich was in control.
Yeah, and I think it's gotten worse.
Yeah.
I mean, I think worse than last year. I think it's still sliding worse. I mean, let's just assume health because I think that's the right thing to do. So, Zach Tom, he's going to play, I don't know, 13, 14 games. Maybe he doesn't play them all because of the knee injury. So when it matters, let's just say when the playoffs roll around, you got Zach Tom.
Yep.
That's the only guy on this offensive line you can say with a straight face they are unquestionably consistently good at their job.
Yes, under those parameters. I will say I feel like Aaron Banks towards the end of the season started to get it together, and I don't know if that's just
I think that was
coming
a
into a
story
new
in San
environment.
Francisco too, though, that like
maybe
he's inconsistent. Like he can get there, but I think consistency's the knock on him. And I mean, center, like did an okay job filling in for Jenkins, but I don't know if you're counting on that to be anything more than league average. Like across the board, you're going to be happy if you get league average at left tackle, left guard, center, right guard.
I was going to say, Sean Ryan, I really don't. He's fine.
It's fine.
He's fine.
Yep.
Like
league average.
Like
fine.
I think I said it last year when we were at Madison Axe, when I was like, I think we're like at different times of the season, we're wishing that we had Josh Myers still.
Yes, and then the other, is it Belton they're going to play at the other guard position, or who are they playing?
Yes, that is who they have listed on their depth chart.
And he's unproven. He had some moments. I'm not saying he won't do it.
Yeah, he's young.
But you
Very
either
young.
got young and unproven or old and average.
Yeah.
Also, Molly, you said you didn't know if the Packers' O-line had been good since Stenovich took over.
Yeah.
He was hired by the Packers as an offensive line coach in 2019. He has been, at least partially overseeing the offensive line since, and they've been very inconsistent since he took over. They ranked as high as 6th all the way back in 2019. They ranked 5th in 2022 to start the season, but then Bakhtiari was hurt, so that went down. But the past 3 seasons, they've been 27th, 14th. Heading into this season, they're ranking between 21, 26. It's been bottom of the league.
Now, I don't know if that aligns with David Bakhtiari being injured or if that aligns because Adam Stenovich is the offensive coordinator now.
But he also oversees, I think, has
But
some
I think he
influence
still
on
has some influence.
I'm sure
on
you
the
have
offensive
some
line.
influence, but like if you're not the guy,
Buckus
is
involved with the offensive line?
I think so.
But regardless, I think it just tells you that the players is the issue. Like or I should say the coaching. They have not backfilled the players because the offensive line, when it was 6, was Bakhtiari and loaded up with other good players.
But is that on Brian Gutekunst? Is that on Matt LaFleur? Is that on Adam Stenovich? Who is that on? Is that on the players?
I think that's on Goody for not picking players that the coaches can properly develop.
Packers offensive line coaching staff includes Luke Buckus. He's the offensive line coach, and Eddie Gordon is the assistant offensive line coach.
So, to your point, you said when he left. So, yeah, I would say that Buckus has not covered himself in glory. Although a great name for a dog. Buckus.
Buckus? Is it a good name for anybody? I don't think so.
Buckus sounds like a dog
It's a gross name, I think.
It does sound like a dog name.
Come here, Buckus.
If I have a Buckus jersey, will you wear it? I do.
If I lose a bet.
It's okay, let's remember that one. It's a Buckus, Illinois jersey, so it's not as 51 with the Bears.
Like Champaign, Illinois?
Yeah, like the Illini.
I know, I just wanted to say Champaign.
It's blue and orange.
Okay.
He's number 50, I believe, with that team. He's 51 in the NFL, or was. Dick Buckus, and this is Buckus on the back.
I don't know which one's worse, Dick or Buckus.
The two together is a lot. I guess people were just more chill back then. Like you just Dick Buckus.
I think Dick was a popular name.
Richard.
Yeah, short for Richard.
Which I will never understand.
I won't either. What would your version
and
of
then
that
why
be?
would they keep on?
Like short version for James would be what instead of Jim? Like it wouldn't align. Nah.
I have one. I don't know if I can say it on the air.
Okay.
So, I feel like it's a name that was said in something. I'll throw out to Molly during the break. This
Perfect.
is Molly and Jim.
You're hanging out with Molly and Jim.
I will stand by this. Nothing will mean more to the state of Wisconsin than a Brewers World Series.
On 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Matt Hamilton here for Leinekugels, the craft beer that showcases a commitment to tradition and quality, founded in 1867 in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. No matter where I'm at, on the ice, on my boat, or if I'm just watching the big game, I always have a Leine's in my hand. Whether it's the refreshing summer shandy, the smooth honey vice, or my personal favorite, the juicy peach, there's a delicious flavor for every moment. Pick it up wherever you get delicious beer, but remember, you gotta be 21 years or older to enjoy.
That's the ease at which you get information. You want it, you get it. Like that. Ask your phone. Group chat. Smartphone. You're always connected and informed in real time. No waiting. So if you're diabetic and still using finger sticks to read your blood sugar, what are you waiting for? Knowing your blood sugar levels instantly is important for managing diabetes. Call US Med at 888-665-0696. To learn more about continuous glucose monitors, a real-time instant method to track your blood glucose, US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 1,000 private insurers. And the best part? Call 888-665-0696 and we'll give you a free insurance benefits check today. So call 888-665-0696 today. That's 888-665-0696 and manage your diabetes as easy as...
Listen to Madison Money Guy every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on 100.5 ESPN and ESPNWisconsin.com.
I like to refer to inflation as the silent killer. It's an invisible risk. It's just the idea that things get more expensive over time. You're going to need milk and eggs when you're in your early 60s and when you're in your early 80s. You're going to get a loaf of bread, and it's going to be more expensive 20 years from now.
Christian Finfrock is the Madison Money Guy. Call him today at 208-1800.
It's nice to know some things are still made locally.
At Chalmers Jewelers, your custom jewelry is designed and handcrafted right here by local craftspeople.
No mass production, no sending your piece out, just real craftsmanship made right here in our community.
Custom jewelry,
designed locally,
crafted locally,
only at Chalmers Jewelers.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
And Madison.
Friday nights taste better at the Bridges. The Bridges Bar and Restaurant is back with a classic Friday fish fry, plus non-fish specials and prime rib. Great food, great drinks, and a perfect way to kick off the weekend. Fridays at the table and on the course at the Bridges Golf Course in Madison.
This summer, turn up the tradition. Join us July 24th through 26th at the Henry Meyer Festival Park for German Fest Milwaukee. Experience authentic German food, live music, cultural exhibits, family fun, the Pink Energy Run, Dachshund Derby, and backed by popular demand, Vox Club. Then kick off the weekend at our opening ceremony on Friday, July 24th at 5 p.m. in the Oktoberfest tent. We have a special surprise planned that you won't want to miss. Plus, be part of our history at the first ever German Fest Polka Mass. For more info, visit GermanFest.com.
Bo here from Ridgetop Exteriors. Southern Wisconsin got hit hard with hail recently. If your home took a beating, now's the time to take action. We've been delivering top quality roofing, siding, and window services locally for over 23 years. With free damage assessments and insurance experts on staff, we've been your licensed, local, and trusted contractor since day one. Don't wait until small damage becomes a big problem. Turn to Ridgetop Exteriors today. RidgetopExteriors.com. That's RidgetopExteriors.com.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
You're listening to Molly and Jim, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
All right, I want to ask you guys, I brought it up with Blaine Grindle earlier. And I feel like Riley has. Molly, there's not a chance in hell you have. But
okay, rude.
Have you ever kept score at a ball game?
No, not a chance in hell. I'm just kidding.
Riley?
I mean, I had to. Sometimes when I played baseball in high school, sometimes like a player was just assigned like, hey, you got to help keep book for the game today. You're on the bench today. You're keeping score.
I think it's dorky to take stats for any sport, like when it's not a professional sport, any sport that isn't basketball. Like, because it's like, okay, my husband is coached in like high school for soccer, like, or even our club team, right? Like the coach will send different stats of, like how many assists that this player had, how many shots and all the things. It's like, why do we care? Like literally, why do we care?
I agree with you on that part of it. Stats for kids, honestly, we don't need stats for kids till high school. Like, yeah, you have them win and lose, that's fine. But, like, what do we need to do? I don't need advanced analytics on a seventh grader.
But even, like, I don't know. Also, like, for you're going to know this, Riley, for, like, preps, like high school football. How do they, maybe it's a dumb question, and you guys can say that I'm stupid for asking this question. But, like, obviously, when it comes to the NFL and everything, like, everything is so digital and, like, you're able to get those quick stats and everything. But for, like, high school football, does somebody just guess, like, he threw it from the 50-yard line to the 25 or whatever, or, he threw it to, like, the 23-yard line? Like, who the hell is keeping that stat? And also, how good do you have to be at math?
Everything's on film now. I think they can get it pretty darn good.
Really?
I believe they have members of the coaching staff keep stats on the game.
I want to make myself sound so damn old, but I'll share some. Like, I had to, and I do want to know, 844-770-3776. That's Carbon Talk text line. List is more. Do you keep score at a ball game? So when I covered high school football for the Sun Sentinel down in Florida.
What was that?
Sun Sentinel.
Okay, you stutter.
I know.
Sun Sentinel.
That's how I like to say it. I had to, like, it's not like you had to keep your own stats, but, like, you were on a deadline, and to, like, get stuff in on time, I had to, like, when there was a big play, you had to write it down so you could later on add, like, Lamar Jackson, who was someone I got to cover.
Which is crazy to think about.
The high school sports down there was pretty insane. But, like, you would write that in, like, 46-yard run or 46-yard pass, and, like, you just mark it down so then when you had, like,
Yes, but how do you know that it's 46 yards?
They would announce it. The announcer guy would say it.
Okay.
But, like, you had to, like, write it down because it wasn't, like, there was no way, at least back then, there was no, like, play-by-play of every play that happened.
Right.
At best, you got scoring drives or maybe overall stats. So, like, usually what I did is that I would write, I think I had, like, 500 words. I would write everything except for, like, final stats unless there was, like, a final stat, like unless there wasn't one that was going to be dynamic. Like you can kind of ballpark it and be like, this guy's going off. He might have like 300 yards rushing. So then you want to wait to get the final number to be able to add that last little bit. So you write everything else. 500 words is like nothing. So it's not like, honestly, the harder part for 500 words is trying to write a story in 500 words than like actually fill it.
Yeah.
So that was one old thing. The other one was, and I'm guessing Lane does this for Brewer games, honestly, but like when I had to do Mallard games, or when I got to do Mallard games, I just was bad.
Correction.
Yeah, I was bad at baseball play-by-play. It's too slow for me, but you had to keep score. Dear Lord, it's like learning another language. Do you have any? Like, do you have a grasp at all, Molly? Like how it goes?
No, I don't. It's funny because when you were talking about whose stats were you talking about earlier? McCullers. When you were talking about his stats earlier, when you were like, "Oh, he had 3 runs in 2 innings or whatever," I was trying to read the box score and I was like, "I don't even know what like 3 of these columns are." For being honest, and I was like, I don't even know how to tell you.
Baseball has gotten very advanced when it comes to the stats.
Advanced analytics.
Oh my god! Like, but honestly, it works for baseball. I think the problem is they brought that into other sports, and I think it matters. Like, it's worth tracking, but for me, like football and basketball, it's far more like a little bit of context is fine, but I can't look at it. Again. Go to like Jordan Love's his advanced analytics. He's the 4th best quarterback in the league. No, he ain't. But, like, he's still good. Like, I find it useful information. But for baseball, you really can with how much they do on there. Like, I don't even know what F-WAR is. I assume, I don't have a clue.
I didn't know what WAR was until Bruce Chris last year.
Yeah.
When we were there and
Wins
you guys
above
taught me.
replacement. And then I talk about F-WAR. I don't even know what F-WAR is. I just know that it's the better number now before WAR.
So it's Fangraphs wins above replacement. So I guess it's a specific organizations wins above replacement.
Apparently that's more important.
Okay. So I guess they just have a better proprietary statistic that they created.
So as we lead into Brewers baseball.
Yes, specific calculation methods developed by the website Fangraphs. Fascinating.
Let's push your glasses up there.
Yeah, no.
So Riley,
WAR does make sense.
As we lead into Brewers baseball here.
Yes.
Give Molly like a quick, I don't know, Cliff Notes version of how to keep score. Like, just like the important, like the base is 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep. So every position in the field is given a number.
And so on the score sheet, you have like a baseball diamond on there too.
Yep. There's a little diamond. Every position
I don't even know how
in
many
the field
people are
has
on a
number.
baseball field at one time, if we're being dead honest. Is
9.
it 10? Okay.
9.
Nice.
So the pitcher is 1, catcher's 2, first baseman 3, second 4.
That doesn't make sense.
Third base 5, shortstop 6, 7, 8, 9.
Wouldn't it make sense if it was 1, 2, 3 is first base, second base, third base?
Let's add more because it gets way.
Okay, continue.
So then let's say the batter grounds out to the shortstop. Then that would be a 6 because the shortstop was the first person to field it, -3 because they threw it to the first baseman.
But what if you popped out
so it's a 6-3 ground out?
Yeah. I hate this.
So if the batter pops out, then depending on how
Same
high
position, go ahead.
high the ball is, if it's a fly ball, it'd be an F6 fly out to 6, the shortstop, or I don't think you do pop out, but if it's a line drive,
some people circle. I I think the circle has something to imply with like the fly.
That
too.
could be like if it was lesser,
Is
softer contact.
Is this really what front row Amy does when she's at the game?
I don't know how she scores, but yes, that's what it is.
I have a friend who goes to Brewers games and does this.
Why?
Because he enjoys it.
There was a guy who did the entire game, and
there's a satisfaction.
So the funny part was, you guys gave me a hard time for like Brewer game, like the walk-off thing is meh. The guy was at the game, who's kept score. It could have been a cousin of Ryan Wollersheim. Like the guy started on with a what do you call? What's the hat? Like the bucket hat, and then he had the long like sleeves that were protect you from the sun.
Oh yeah, like a fishing shirt.
Yeah, so he started off wearing that until we got into the shade. Then he took that stuff off, put on a baseball cap, and then had a T-shirt, and was keeping score the entire time. Literally the second Contreras hit the ball, I swear, he jumped up and basically ran out of his seat to like get to his car, but like marked it down, and then gone. It was the entire game. I don't think he got up to go to the bathroom. Nothing. Like he was just there.
He was there to score the game.
Did he have a snack?
No. And here's the
some people just love it.
Here's what was his snack, because this is what stood out to my wife. He was like eating his fingernails, like full on eating his fingers.
Yikes!
Like
I thought you were
pulling
gonna say
pieces.
sunflower seeds.
No, like
at
full.
first.
Like
Yeah,
he was
that'd be
eating.
better.
Yes, he was eating his fingers like sunflower seeds, like pulling off pieces and like chewing on it, and then I hope spit it out.
I mean, I get that when I'm nervous. That sounds like everything. Like one, I just want to take a nap while you guys were talking about scoring baseball.
You're
This
supposed
sounds
to do
like
that
hell.
while you're calling a game. I always gave up. I'm like, forget it.
I don't know how
they're
you
gonna
guys-
give me the sheet at some point.
I don't know how you do. Like I couldn't.
was the
There's too
hardest
many
part of
numbers,
calling the
too
game.
much math. What? Ugh.
And all the other part of it is when you call baseball, here's what's even worse, is that it's so hard you have to stay behind it. So like if you heard, like, do you have Lane's call?
Yes, I do.
So you might be able to, what you're going to do is you're going to hear the bat. Like if you listen to baseball play-by-play here on ESPN Madison, you're going to hear the ball hit and they stay behind it. Now Lane's going to be like, when you're not good like I was, you want to stay even further behind it. But let's see if we can hear it.
The 1-2 pitch is a fly ball, deep center field.
So that one was
Marcy's
like-
back, track, wall, by baseball.
That ball went out faster than he called it. And that one's a little different because he knew immediately it was gone, so you could just follow it. But you still could tell, like, that ball was out faster than he called it.
You can hear there's a big crowd pop when it's out, and then he makes his home
so
run
he still
call.
stays behind it. And a normal ball that's a little bit more questioned, you're going to hear that pop, and then you're going to hear long, like you hear the pop, long fly ball, deep right field, at the warning track. It's up, go like that, and like that's what, because they're always behind it. But if you're listening, you can have the clues. You usually can hear the crowd's going to go loud or quiet before the call's actually made, because they're staying behind it. Because it's impossible to stay equal with the ball in baseball. Like basketball and football, you stay with it.
Yeah.
But baseball, the ball's traveling 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Out
no,
of
it's
the
the right
pitcher's
thing.
hand
It's the
and
right
off
thing
the
to do.
bat.
Gabe Neitzel told me that, because initially I was like, I don't know how to call. I never called baseball. When I was in college, I called football and basketball. Got the Mallards, and I was like trying to stay up on. I'm like, this is impossible. He's like, well, no, you got to stay behind it.
The only thing I want to do at a baseball game is like eat a baseball helmet full of nachos. That's all I want to do. I don't want to take. Yeah, well, that too. I don't want to. Nah, actually, sounds not that fun. I just want to do that. I want to eat a pretzel. I want to get a brat. I just want to get food and like.
Same.
That's it. I don't want to. I don't want to do a book. I don't want to have to do math. I don't want to have to remember. Oh, is it an F or is it a P or is it a? Because I don't even know the difference between it all.
And it's so quick to get sidetracked. So even if you went there with the intention to keep score, you miss one.
You have to be dialed in, and some people do pitch by pitch.
Yeah,
as
this guy
well.
was doing pitch by. He was writing down every pitch,
every strike, every ball. It's
How do you even
nuts.
have that much room on your book?
The book has all the space. Maybe we can
It's
show
all designated.
Molly.
I have a scorebook in my backpack. Actually.
All right, we're gonna have to see it after the show. Maybe we'll make some content out of it. Riley will show Molly his scorebook. This is Molly and Jim presented by Coors Light.
Every morning starts with questions about what's ahead.
At News 3 Now this morning, we're here to help you start your day ready and informed.
From the weather you need to plan your day,
To what's happening across our community and the 608.
and the consumer information helping you make smarter choices.
From your first cup of coffee
Or your third cup to the moment you head out the door.
Wake up with Chris, Kyrion, Josh Savannah, and Michelle Renee Quinn. News 3 Now this morning, 4:30 to 7 a.m. Weekdays, moving forward.
Ben Brust here to tell you about Zimbrick European. They're Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, and certified pre-owns. But the best part is I've been working with them since 2018, and the evolution has been a 2-door, a 4-door, and now it's time for an SUV. My life has changed, and it's changed with Zimbrick European. Being a dad has made it really important to have the comfort and the safety that the SUV will bring me. Again, Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. Of course, I found the sexiest car on the lot. Check them out.
All day, every day, the Carbless talk and text line is open for you. 844-770-3776. The Carbless talk and text line. This is more.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
This is former Wisconsin linebacker Chris Orr. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison, a Good Karma Brands radio station on Wisconsin.
Sports Center updates on 100.5 ESPN are brought to you by Metro Kia of Madison. Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or visit metrokiaofmadison.com.
The News 3 Now First Warn Weather Team is certified for delivering the most accurate forecast in the entire state of Wisconsin. Morning meteorologist Savannah Brito.
When you're making plans, the weather often has other plans.
Evening meteorologist Blaze Keller.
At home, at work, or on the go, when we know, you'll know.
Time now for a special ESPN Wisconsin presentation.
First pitch, Yelich, high drive, deep right, down the line, fair, and gone!
This is our crew.
This Brewers organization, the expectation has become excellent.
I think everybody around the league is taking note of this guy.
Swing and a miss! He struck him out!
This is Milwaukee Brewers baseball on Madison's home of the Brewers, 100.5 ESPN.
Fly ball center field, Grisham back, it is gone! Another Mother's Day miracle!
Brewers baseball on ESPN Madison is presented by Hard Rock Casino Rockford and brought to you by Canopy Wealth Management, North and South Seafood and Smokehouse, and the Metro family of auto dealers.
Swing and a miss! He struck him out! Get up!
Madison's home of the Brewers, 100.5 ESPN.
Track, wall, see you later! At the track, at the wall, bye-bye baseball!
Tonight, the Crew are at beautiful AmFam Field to take on the New York Mets.
The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 103.3. And Miz strikes out the side.
Now it's time for the On Deck Show, built by Menards on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Roof is closed and the panels are open as the Brewers and New York Mets get ready for game number 2 of this 3-game series from American Family Field. Hi again, everybody. Jeff Levering with you alongside is Lane Grindle and our producer and engineer. Boy, he's the best. Kent Sommerfeld is along for the ride as well. Today we've got Brandon Sproat going for the Brewers. Zach Thornton goes for the Mets. Zach just decided to change his name. He went from ZACH before the game. Now he's ZAC. We'll get into that and so much more. The On Deck Show built by Menards continues. Hopefully you can hear us on the Brewers Radio Network.
Planning for your financial future shouldn't feel overwhelming. I'm Brian from Canopy Wealth Management, and I believe your financial plan should be as unique as you are. Whether you're a details person or you prefer the simplified view, we've got you covered. Plus, with our easy-to-use online platform, you can check your progress anytime, anywhere, even at 2 a.m. in your pajamas if that's your thing. At Canopy Wealth Management, we promise care, competence, and clarity in everything that we do. Get started today at canopy-wealth.com.
Paid for by Canopy Wealth Management. Canopy Wealth Management is registered as an investment advisor with the SEC.
The sound of summaries on ESPN Madison.
And a fly ball to deep right center. It is going to be gone!
Madison's home of the Brewers.
Swing and a miss! He struck him out!
Sports.
Catch every Milwaukee Brewers game this season on 100.5 ESPN.
Hit well, back, it is gone!
Brewers baseball on ESPN Madison is presented by Hard Rock Casino Rockford and brought to you by Canopy Wealth Management and the Metro family of auto dealers.
Veterans, have you explored your benefits lately? The Wisconsin Department of Veterans Affairs stands ready to serve Wisconsin veterans, their families, and their survivors. With our partners like your local county or tribal veteran service officer, we can help access the benefits you've earned and the support you need. For more information, please visit wisvets.com. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Department of Veterans Affairs with funding provided by the Milwaukee Brewers and the Brewers Community Foundation.
If you've been thinking about a new Kia, now's the time to head to Metro Kia of Madison. For a limited time, qualified buyers can take advantage of employee pricing on eligible new 2026 Kia models, plus the 2027 Seltos, Telluride, and Telluride Hybrid. Just look for the vehicles marked with the employee pricing overlay and enjoy some of the best values of the year. This offer can't be combined with other manufacturer finance or lease programs. This offer ends August 3rd, so don't wait. Hurry into Metro Kia of Madison or shop online at metrokiaofmadison.com.
Milwaukee baseball pregame on ESPN Madison is brought to you by North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. Order the Grand Slam pack at one of their 3 Madison area locations today.
Brewers hammer their way to an 8-3 victory last night as the On Deck Show built by Menards continues. The Brewers hoping to do it today against the left-hander in Zach Thornton. Brandon Sproat makes the start for the Brewers today, Lane. Faces his former organization. It feels like we say this every time he makes a start, but this feels like a really important start from Brandon Sproat. It hasn't started in 10 days. Last time was game 1 of the doubleheader in Pittsburgh, so he is well rested, and hopefully his command comes back like it was in June.
Yeah, he really put together a pretty good June, all things considered. He had that rough start against the Astros at the end of May, and Pat Murphy was pretty blunt about his assessment at that point of Brandon Sproat, and it looked like he had maybe turned a corner. Tough start in Pittsburgh his last time out. Only went 3 innings, and so you hope that he can get back into that mode of the Brandon Sproat we had seen that can work 5, 6, 7 innings into a game. And we know that the stuff is there. I mean, it is kind of tantalizing to think about what he could be when he finally turns that corner. You have to remind yourself he's a young pitcher, but hopefully the step toward turning that corner starts tonight.
3 innings, 83 pitches for Brandon Sproat his last time out, so hopefully he can give the Brewers a nice start today. It's our key to the game brought to you by Toyota. Visit your local Wisconsin Toyota dealer to check out Toyota's incredible lineup like the Tacoma, Camry, and all-new RAV4. Toyota, let's go places. We'll catch up with the Brewers manager Pat Murphy when we come back to American Family Field on the Brewers Radio Network.
Looking for a summer adventure the whole family will remember? Experience the magic of aviation at EAA AirVenture Oshkosh, July 20th through the 26th. From jaw-dropping air shows to hands-on exhibits to kid-friendly activities and up-close aircraft that you can explore, there's something for everyone. Plus, youth 18 and under get in free, thanks in part to the Boeing Company. Make memories this year that take flight. Buy your tickets today at eaa.org/tickets.
Rev up your rewards at the pump with the Club Citgo app. Join today and enter for the chance to win big with members-only sweepstakes, plus everyday savings that stack automatically. Start with 20 cents off per gallon on your first fill-up and save 25 cents per gallon on your first 4 purchases with Plus Pay. Hit Premier status and unlock even more. So what are you waiting for? Download the Club Citgo app today and you're good to go. Savings good up to 30 gallons only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
What if a customer slips and falls on your property? What if sparks from an employee's grinder cause a house fire on your job site? Unexpected things happen every day, but you can make sure your business doesn't get hurt with a carefully crafted general liability policy from West Bend. Be sure your independent agent understands your business, because at West Bend, the worst brings out our best. To find out more, visit thesilverlining.com.
The On Deck Show built by Menards continues, and today's manager interview is brought to you by Concordia University, Wisconsin. Concordia University, Wisconsin offers faith-centered programs in nursing, pharmacy, occupational therapy, physical therapy, and more.
helping meet the growing needs of our communities. Learn more at CUW.edu. Concordia University, live uncommon. On deck show built by Menards. We've got the Brewers and the Mets, game number 2 of this 3-game series. Jeff Levering and Brewers manager Pat Murphy. And Murph, let's start with last night, and then we'll talk about tonight in a couple of moments. Cooper Pratt last night hits his first home run. It's a great moment for him. He's excited running around first base, gets the big league treatment when he gets into the dugout as well, which is, it's always great to see. But you've seen this from Cooper where he had, and you see it from a lot of big leaguers too, where you have a good first week, league adjusts to you, you need to make an adjustment back. It feels like Coop's shoulders are a little lower now and the game is starting to slow down for him.
I sure hope so. He's a great young man. He's done very well. I think his transition has been as seamless as it goes. He's brought a lot of joy to the club. He's funny. He's just the right amount of naive. And, he's a beautiful man. And, it's been a great transition. I think he's played well. I think he's had a few hiccups here and there about plate discipline or maybe trying to do too much. But to see it all come together last night was really, really a treat.
His relationship with Bryce Terang and Joey Ortiz, it feels like it's been there for the last couple of years, but now that they're playing in the big leagues together, those 3 guys are working pretty synonymously.
Yeah, I think they really complement each other. They all emphasize defense. They all know how important it is. They all base run. So there's some similarities. Their swings are all different, and they're at different levels of offensive prowess, but I think it's great to have guys really work together, care about each other, take care of each other, and it's been a fun thing to watch.
One more thing about last night, Lance McCullers was really impressive. A few things to take away. Obviously, traded for him a couple of days before the second half begins. He doesn't pitch until last night. It's a tough lineup, but the stuff was off the charts last night. The changeup was really good, and that cutter had some really nasty movement to it.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was, really the highlight of the game. The fact that he came into the game in a 5-1 game, which is not with that lineup. It's they're so capable, and really shut them down and really establish the attitude that look, we're going to win this game. And to see a pitcher do that, first time I've seen him pitching since I watched him on TV back when, and just the way he did it, the way he relates to his teammates. Yeah, it was just, I thought, a big moment.
He was really quick to assimilate to this clubhouse, too. I know he's a veteran, and he's said the right things when he was traded over to the organization, but to see him actually do it is impressive.
Yeah, it's a lot. When you've built your whole career in Houston, and you've had so much success, and then to have to recreate yourself and become a different pitcher, and then move to a different organization. He had to okay that no trade clause, and for us to pick him up and take a chance on him, not knowing, hey, the stuff's not as good. The numbers aren't very good. Is I thought a great move on our part, and then to see it come together is pretty fun.
We'll have more with Murph in just a moment on the Brewers Radio Network.
Introducing the Grand Slam Smokehouse Pack from North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. For just $60, you'll get a lineup of tender pulled pork, slow smoked brisket, rich mac and cheese, creamy coleslaw, and smokehouse beans, plus 6 soft buns. Whether you're heading to the ballpark or catching the game at home, knock dinner out of the park with the Grand Slam Smokehouse Pack from North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. Order today and make this summer a winning season.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just the priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
The ESPN Madison Open, presented by Coors Light, is back. On Monday, August 3rd, the ESPN Madison crew is packing our bags and teeing off at TPC, Wisconsin for a day on the links. This year's Open is benefiting Paul's Party, a Madison area nonprofit helping kids with physical disabilities experience the joy of sports.
The ESPN Madison Open is also brought to you by Hard Rock Casino Rockford, Daymark Wealth Partners, Vortex Optics, Badgerland Exteriors, Starion Bank, and Zimbrick.
Thank you for making a difference in our community.
We won't tell you every season is perfect. If you like baseball, you know better. At Starion Bank, we know things don't always go as planned. That's why our decisions are made locally. Because business isn't just about the big moments, it's about showing up every day. Starion Bank, built for the long